It's the weekend once again. How you doing? Welcome to Shop on TV with me, Rob Locke, with an A, and the wonderful Richard Meyer, also with an A.
Thank you.
And a drone.
We have got
you get it.
Yeah, we have got an incredible drone for you tonight. The best-selling drone we've ever bought to British TV. The best bundle we've ever bought it to air. Matching our best price ever. Tonight is special. This is a drone that you can fly out the box in 20 seconds and film in HD while you are flying. Live streaming direct to your phone. Auto takeoff, auto landing, VRK. This has got 2 cameras on board and Follow Me built in.
And there's one of them.
You can fly instantly. Look, Rob, let's have a look at it.
Yeah.
Because let's have a little go around our studio.
Let's go round
So look
the
at the
studio.
colours. Look at the definition from this drone. You are able to fly out the box in 20 seconds. You're able to film as you fly in HD, recording all the magic. Look, this is our studio here. Where
And the low light level, I can't see half the stuff out there.
But Rob, let's turn it round. Because we're not now being filmed from a studio camera.
No.
We're being filmed from the GX Pro, flying back over our studio right onto set.
Good evening.
You can fly it out the box in 20 seconds. You can use this drone instantly, filming, flying, learning how to do it, and take your hands off the controller, perfectly steady. The ultimate drone, the best-selling drone we've ever bought to air, the incredible GX Pro.
And it's getting hot, hot, hot. It's 30 degrees the next couple of days.
Yep.
Now, and next week, I think it's staying in the sort of mid-20s. So this is the time, ladies and gentlemen, if you're getting out and about, maybe to the park, maybe down to the lake, wherever it is that you may be travelling to, take your drone with you and get some aerial shots. It's extraordinary. And remember, of course, you do get the entire bundle with this particular kit, not just the drone itself. No, 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 because remember, Shop on TV is all about added value. So you get the drone, you get the normal battery that comes with it. We give you a second battery as a complimentary gift. We also give you a £40 case as a complimentary gift. All of that in the box, wrapped up in a sesame seed bun, ready to go, ready to enjoy, ready to consume, and all for £61.65 times 3 if you're using PayPal Pay in 3, or £179.99 if you're putting it on your credit or debit card. It is so much fun. It's such good quality. The results that you get from this in terms of the video that you can record directly to your camera. You stream directly to your camera. Richard will cover all of that. And now if you're going to a wedding, if you're going on a holiday, you can add that extra pizzazz to your photography or videography by taking it literally into the sky. And of course, if you're a very, very prolific Instagram or Twitter or just social media user in general, this just adds that extra way to all of your social media videos. Now also, can I just quickly say, in this show, something that's brand new today. We've been waiting to bring these to you. We've been waiting for the stock to come for so long. We have these incredible Handy Solutions storage boxes. Now, you may have seen the 60-litre one. We've got 100 litres, the big, big, big one. 2 of them, well, look at the size of that bad boy. Now, one is £24.99, but we give you 2 for £34.99. So you're saving about £20, and they are mahoosive, but they fold down. You can keep all your really big stuff in them, and when you're not using them, fold them away. Put them in a suitcase if you want to store them. That's one of the ways I store these things. You've got a zip on the top. You've also got a zip on the side, and you've got a window as well, so you can see what's in your boxes, so you can stack them in whichever orientation is appropriate for you. And if they are on top of each other, you don't have to take boxes off in order to get to the contents of the one, because it's always the one at the bottom that's got the stuff in it that you want, right? So those are £34.99. Remember, it will cost you 50 quid normally, so actually saving £15. My maths isn't very good. £34.99 for not 1 but 2. Now, if you want to go the other way and you want to go discreet, what is that lurking under your bed? A load of empty space, probably. Well, we have the same from Handy Solutions, exactly the same principle, but this one goes under the bed. Yes, this is a set of 3 for £34.99, £18.99 normally for 1. But you're going to get 3 for £34.99. These are great, and again, because of the side window or the side zip, it means that if stuff is under the bed, you don't even necessarily have to slide them out from under the bed. You can just get to your stuff, get to whatever you've stored easily and quickly. But not just for under the bed, they could go in the closet, they could be for your shoes, and they have a wireframe inside them so you can stack them as well, as you can see there. And of course, you can collapse them down. That'd be great for if you're going on a picnic. That'd be a good picnic box, I think. Great for the boot of the car. Keep your boot tidy, maybe. Either put your boots in it or put it in your boot. It's going to be one of those nights. But please, we don't have a massive amount of these drones. I just also want to can I quickly mention, we do have a GPS drone as well. If you want to go up a stage, up a level to full HD camera and GPS, really more into the sort of semi-professional, you know, sort of high-end prosumer arena, we do have the GPS version of the GX Pro available at $259.99. However, we are very low in stock. So if you've been thinking about getting this and want it now, and we will cover it, we'll go over it later, but if you know what it is already and you've been maybe thinking about it for some time, now's the time to do it. It's £88.31 including your P&P on your first instalment if you're using PayPal. Remember, £30 to £2,000 on PayPal per approval. So if you want to multi-buy, you can, and also the capped P&P at $4.95, so you only pay the one postage and packing charge. So grab the GPS while it's there if you want to upgrade to the sort of the next level. Otherwise, even the GX Pro, excuse me, on its own is definitely not only one of our most popular drones, but also we don't have massive stocks of it, do we, Richard?
No, we don't.
We never do. What's going on?
Well, two and a half months completely sold out. The biggest selling drone we've ever bought to British TV. The best bundle we've ever bought to air. This is the one that has gone crazy and made us famous. Look, over the last 3 years, we've become one of the biggest retailers drones in this country. Basically, taking drones you'd normally expect to pay £800 and £1,000 for, and we're giving you virtually every single feature and more. Auto takeoff, auto landing, VR capability, our amazing live streaming HD camera that goes direct back to the screen of your phone. No in-app purchase, nothing to buy, you get to see what the drone sees live. But listen to this, we've also added those features you never thought you could afford. 2 cameras on board. Now you don't get that to normally a £700 or £800 drone, it's in your GX Pro. 2 cameras means 2 angles, 2 shots, 2 ways you can film at exactly the same time, making those memories, making those movies. Social media, it's in there, and it's not normally in a drone till 700 or 800 quid, it's in your GX Pro. And then we change the lens. This isn't a normal lens in your drone, this is a gesture control lens. Recognises your face, your features, do a V sign, takes a photo, hand up, hand down, starts and stops a video. But listen to this, if you're a beginner, you've never flown a drone before, your GX Pro can track the palm of your hand. Grandad puts his hand out, as he moves his hand, the drone is going to follow it, filming as it flies, no controller, no phone, it can fly following you. That's in here, and they're normally 800 to 900 quid in a drone. And then, pièce de résistance, we've added Follow Me. Normally only in drones over 1,000 quid, this drone can lock onto you, walking the dog, skiing, out with your friends and family, will follow you filming and making those memories without you having to touch or do anything. But what makes this drone special, different, one step up from any other shop or retailer, and why we believe now we are the biggest retailer of drones in this country with the GX Pro, the #1 on TV. Out the box, 20 seconds, you can fly it. The technology we've used, the 5-star reviews, anyone can learn to use it instantly. No practice, no learning. Look, let me talk you around it. Tell you why it's brilliant and why this is the right drone for you, your friends, your family, and anyone who's ever wanted to learn to fly. Now, #1, we're talking about a full-size drone. Full size, full power, full fun, full excitement, full magic, but it remains fully flexible. You can bash it, knock it, hit it, smash it. We've got people that have got £1,000 drones at home that have bought the GX Pro, not to give to their kids, to film with, to do the close-up shots. They won't trust their £1,000 drone close to the wall, close to the tree. The GX Pro just bounces straight back off again and carries on flying. And it can do it because that is an HD video camera. Now, don't get me wrong, other drones have got HD video cameras, but normally, Rob, you're popping out a memory card, putting in your laptop, PC, you can't see what you're filming until you've landed. You've chopped everyone's heads off, or no one's got any legs because you couldn't see it. This is different, so different, because it live streams to the screen of your phone. Now there's no in-app purchase, there's nothing to buy. The wire here is just so we can show you the footage live in the studio. This is a wireless system. What the drone sees live, Rob, you see live. You can Facebook it, video blog it, Instagram it, YouTube it, zoom this to your friends and family around the world while the drone is still hovering over 120 meters mid-air. Facebook it, video blog it, Instagram it. You can have this in the air filming a TikTok. Put the TikTok up live on on your computer while the drone's still flying, getting likes. It's incredible, but it gets better because we're not talking about a camera that has one angle, one shot and one direction. That's what a normal cone 600 or 700 pound is. We've added to this drone a gimbal, an electronic gimbal, and at the touch of a button, over 120 meters away, you can now change the angle of shot. This is professional level features, but you don't need to be a pro to learn to fly. So now if the kids suddenly come out into the garden and start playing football, you can film them like the Euro finals over your friend's wedding venue. That shot that they got a quote for over £1,000 from a professional to do, you can now film not being a pro and still be able to film in HD. Or that garden party, everyone waving up, making memories, recording your friends and family, making movies at the touch of a button. Now that's all done with the electronic gimbal. They're normally 600 quid on top of a £600 or £700 drone. It's in your GX Pro. No other shop, no other retailer, exclusive to you. But you want to know how easy it is to fly. This is why it's different. This is why it's special. This is why the 5-star reviews. This is why the biggest selling drone on British TV. One finger, one button. 3, 2, 1, no learning, no control sticks, no having to stabilise it, out of the box, 20 seconds, hovering like it's sitting on a piece of string. Now I'm controllerless, no controller. Have you ever seen a drone that stable, ever? Now let me bring it down, I want to prove it to you. How can I prove this? Now I apologise to every other shop or retailer out there. The difference with the GX Pro, hands off. I'm genuinely presenting to you this drone that you've just learned as a beginner, one finger, one button, it's hovering. In there, perfect. Why? Altitude lock, it knows its height in the air. If the wind knocks it, remembers that height, auto corrects. You don't have to correct it, you don't have to do it, the drone does it for you. So knock it in the wind, auto stabilizes, but not just the height. If you knock the angle, this will auto adjust. So even if you knock it into a wall, it rights itself. This drone remembers. But the real magic, a second camera underneath locking the floor in shot. That's why you get that GPS level of stability inside when you can't use the satellites. This drone allows you to do it. Locks onto the palm of your hand. If you're a beginner, you can now fly like Harry Potter, filming, flying without controller, without anything. It's all inside the drone. But oh my God, I'm hearing how quick it's getting. Thank you so much. We are loving you, loving our drone. But now let's look at the camera. We've got the stability, we've got the control. Here at ShopOnTV, we use studio cameras that cost tens of thousands of pounds. But right now, I'm not on a £10,000 studio camera. I'm on the GX Pro. V sign recognises the gesture. 3, 2, 1, boom. That memory is already in my phone. Hand up starts a video. Hand down starts. It is recognising my gestures. That's normally in drones over 800 quid. This drone does it. But Rob, real magic. We're not talking about one camera. Here's where this gets different to any other shop or retailer. At the touch of a button, 2 cameras on board. Now you are on camera number 1, Rob. That's filming you. Hello. But I'm now on camera number 2. This could be over 120 meters in the air. Blogging shot from my mobile phone, top left, shot number 3. That is 3 shots in one from the same drone at the same time that you bought and learned out the box in 20 seconds. This thing isn't good. This is phenomenal. It's incredible. And no hands on the controller. Perfect stability. But now let's look at how easy this drone is to fly, because you're a beginner maybe. Maybe you're a pro or an intermediate, but you could be a beginner. You've never flown a drone before. The GX Pro is for you. Every stage, every level in the same drone. Speed number 1 is nice and steady. Maybe you're going up the stairs, round the banisters, but while we're here, I want to show you something. When you had a drone before, it hit the ceiling, hit the floor, went all out of control, you couldn't do it. Why? Because when you let go of your controller, it carried on flying. This drone has a brake. It's like proportional control. So the second you let go, the drone stops dead. Perfect stability, perfect control, beginner, intermediate, or pro. So that's speed number 1, but you don't stay a beginner for very long. Give the controller a click. doubles the speed. We're now an intermediate drone. Double that speed. We're going higher than the trees, swooping under the park benches. You haven't had to buy a new drone. You haven't had to upgrade the camera. Everything is in the same drone that you learn out the box in 20 seconds. This drone has everything. You don't stay in intermediate for long either, so give it another click. Pro, up to 25 miles an hour, football pitch distance in 12.5 seconds. This drone is awesome, but it's designed that even as a beginner you can fly it. When you get to an intermediate, it's ready for you. When you get to a pro, all those features are built in, ready to go. You don't have to buy a second drone, a third drone. You don't have to buy the beginner's drone 100 quid, go back to the shop, buy an intermediate drone for 400 quid, buy the pro drone for 1,000. It's in the same drone you learned out the box in 20 seconds. If you're flying this drone over 120 meters away, there's a button you press. If it's facing the wrong direction, it will right itself. You're not going to lose it. You're not going to damage it. You're not going to break it. And then it gets better. Because when you get to pro level, you want to fly just from the mobile phone. This was something incredible. Controller off. With the GX Pro, I can take off and land at the touch of a button, but I can also turn the controller off and fly it just from the screen of my mobile phone. Now, the second my fingers touch the screen, two control sticks appear. I'm now flying the drone, Rob, from the mobile phone app over 120 meters away. And then it locks onto me. Everywhere I walk, everywhere I go, follow me in a drone under 108. This thing is incredible. That's normally over 1,000 quid. It's in your GX Pro. And then, Rob, it gets better, because this is a drone that folds up, fits in your pocket. Take it with you everywhere you go. It's not just the easiest to fly. It's not just the most stable. The HD camera giving the footage in 2 cameras. It's also the most practical drone as well. Now, if you were to go and buy a professional drone, maybe it takes 3 or 4 minutes to set up, get ready. You've missed the shot. You've missed the thing you wanted to film. You cannot get. You've lost it. It's gone. Not with your GX Pro. Out the box, 20 seconds, ready to fly. Touch of a button. Now, there needs no license, no registration, no fee. Now, just to let you know, built to the new Class Drone Zero Toy category, confirmed by the CAA, no license needed. You genuinely, out the box, ready to fly, you can do it. Now, to give you an idea of the size, that's the size of your drone, that's the size of my phone. Phone, drone, drone, phone. This thing is incredible, but why tonight has it gone crazy? I know, my word, it is going crazy. With you right now, this drone, the deal tonight is stunning. Now, the original price of the GX Pro, 250 quid drone alone. In a previous shopping channel, when we very first launched it, we didn't sell 1 or 2 at that price, 10 or 20, 100 or 1,000, tens of thousands of GX Pro, 250 quid. Tonight, we're doing something different. Not only are you getting it now for 180, our deal for this show, we're also going to give you a second battery for nothing. Niche Nil Zero, like it's free. We are doubling your flight time, doubling the fun, doubling the excitement, doubling the magic as our way of saying thank you. Thank you for supporting us on ShopOnTV, being up late at night to watch us through to 3 in the morning. And thank you for joining us in the day on our Freeview Channel 89, watching all our products that we can't bring you on ITV, but you can watch during the day. Thank you. We're giving you a second battery for nothing, Niche Nil Zero free. This deal is brilliant, but it doesn't stop there, because we're also, Rob, going to throw in the storage case. Normally worth 40 quid. You wouldn't buy a mobile phone and not protect the screen with a screen protector. You wouldn't buy a mobile phone and not put the glass protector on the front. Foam line. Whoa! Space for the drone. Controller. Everything built inside, foam lined, and it now stores everything together. This is the ultimate collection. The ultimate set. The biggest bundle we've ever bought to air, matching the best-selling price we've ever bought it. It's your chance, your time to get filming, flying, having fun with every pro feature you've always wanted. The auto takeoff, it's all in there. And then the features you never thought you could afford. That follow me over 1,000 quid in your GX Pro. But what makes me proud, what makes me happy, whoever you give it to, gift it, whoever it's for, you can fly it. That's the difference. That's what makes it special. Filming, flying and having fun. The big summer delivered to you before next weekend. Your chance, your time, enjoy it. This is your GX Pro.
Just don't touch the remote control on it. While it's in the box. That, I've got to say, Richard, that was hilarious. The reason I laughed is that sounded like the Wilhelm scream. Have you heard that? So in Hollywood, in films, there's a thing called the Wilhelm scream, named after Wilhelm, probably. And it goes, ah! And you'll hear it in lots and lots of every film it basically is in. You just have to listen out for it. But anyway, that's an aside. We're not going to get into movies tonight, or because you're going to be making your own. Maybe when you do make your own movie and you go over the edge of a cliff or something like that with your drone, you could have a Wilhelm scream just for fun. This is seriously great value for money, $179.99. You know, look, I have to say, and I'm trying not to be arrogant here, but I know a lot about drones because I'm a cinematographer and I work in the film industry, film and TV industry as well when I'm not here. And so there's a drone, there are 2 or 3 drones that I would use. One of them is £17,000. It's the price of a car. And those are the ones they use on big Hollywood sets. And then there's a £4,000 or £5,000 one, which is also used on big Hollywood sets, by the way. And even when you get up to that level, yes, of course, you have major pro features. But before that, there's a big no man's land in terms of the price you pay for a drone and the features you get. And you can, as Richard has said, spend, £800, £1,000, £1,200, £1,400 on a drone that doesn't have a lot of the features that this has built in. Richard has gone to every length to give you as many of those pro features as you possibly can get for the price that you're paying for the drone. And here's the great thing. The way I split this is that with the GX Pro Ultra, that is a beginner drone with pro features, and then if you go up to the GPS version, that's like a prosumer drone with beginner features. So no matter which one you go for, actually, everybody wins, because if you're using it for work, for professionally, and we'll talk about that in licensing in a moment, that's great. But also, if you're just having it to have fun with it, if you're going to walk the dog and record yourself doing it, or if you've got children, just imagine children learning their first bike ride and you're filming it from above. Or maybe you go on a hike somewhere. Most of the photographs or video that you're going to take is going to be at ground level with restricted views. Now you can get up above the trees. You can get 130 meters up into the sky, for heaven's sake. It's a long way, and you can look down. When you go on holiday, you can have shots over the ocean, over cliffs. I mean, there's so much you can do with it. You're really only, as the saying goes, limited by your imagination. For 179 quid in the video and photographic world, that's nothing. Do you know, if I bought an extra lens, if I bought a budget lens for one of my cameras, it would cost me probably double that. Easily. For a budget one. They're very well made, they're very good quality, and they really just take the gloves off when it comes to features. So I guarantee you that we are confident that you will not find a drone at that price that has close to the features that this has. Or more to the point, you won't find a drone with those features at close to the price that we're offering this for you tonight. And it's normally $329.99. ShopOnTV have done a well, we do what we do. We've slashed 150 quid off the price. And you can pay for it over 3 months on PayPal, paying 3. If it's just for fun, then okay. So I went to my American manager is over from LA. And we went and had dinner in Covent Garden at the Gaucho Grill, which is a very expensive steakhouse. I had a ribeye steak. It was £59 just for the steak. Whatever, I forget what she had, but the whole bill for 2 of us for a meal, no alcohol, just the main course, was probably close to that. And that's for one meal. Now, all right, it was a fancy meal. But you see the point I'm trying to make? Fish and chips, 20 quid these days for one person. It don't take long to spend 179 quid. I don't know how, for that price, how you can get as much fun without taking your clothes off. I really don't, honestly. 20% of the stock is now spoken for. We don't have the stock levels we want. I'm not just saying that. It's genuinely, it's honestly, I'm trying to help you out here, that if you want it, you need to kind of make a decision. You need to be decisive and decide whether you're going to decide to buy it. And while you make that decision, I'm going to hand you back to Richard, and he'll give you all the reasons why you want to make that decision. Oh, actually, before I do, this is a battery. Now, if I do that very quickly, what does it look like? 2 batteries, right? Because that's what we give you. Yeah, if you want a couple of extra batteries, is it down there? No. We'll stick it, it's coming up there, and always going to come up on, oh no, it's coming up on a full page. Look at that. Ooh. Yes. 1 extra battery, £40. Forget that though. We don't want you to pay that. No, we don't. 2 extra GX Pro batteries. 6, sorry, that's the GPS one. We got the wrong battery, isn't it? Well, when we get to the, well, if you want GPS batteries as well, you save 20 quid if you buy 2. If you want them for the regular GX Pro, coming up momentarily. There you go, £35 for 1. You get 2 for 50 quid, also saving you £20. About, what's the flight time again, Richard, roughly per battery?
These ones are up to 20 minutes per flight time. It's incredible. This is between 15 and 20 minutes per flight time per battery, up to 40 minutes with these 2 batteries. That's the way to do it. Get the 2 batteries extra, because that means, well, one is charging, one is flying. You never have to stop flying.
Yeah.
Now,
you have 80 minutes.
It really,
Yeah.
40 minutes of flight.
Well, you get 40 minutes in the box, but you buy the extra pack, you get
80 minutes.
Yeah.
But look, let me tell you, thank you. You cause me problems every time. This drone was sold out for 2.5 months. We've sold 20% of the stock for the show already. We are literally, this is going crazy. So look, let me talk you around it, tell you why it's brilliant, why this drone is the best-selling drone we've ever bought to British TV, why it's the drone with more 5-star reviews than I know of any other product out there. Check it out, make sure it's yours, and we will post it first thing Monday morning. You will have it before next weekend. This drone is incredible. Look, let me talk you around it, tell you why it's brilliant, and why with all the features, auto takeoff, auto landing, VR capability, the 2 cameras on board, and even the follow me, this is the right drone for you. Now, number 1, we're talking about a full-size drone. Full size, full power, full fun, full excitement, full magic, but it remains fully flexible, designed to bash, smash, knock and hits, get closer to that wall, closer to that tree. We will show you reviews of people that got £1,000 drones at home, and they bought the GX Pro not to give to the kids or for them, because they use this drone for their close-up shots. This thing is incredible. I'm hearing more of you put it in your basket. You're going to love it. This drone is incredible, but be quick, because we do not have enough stock, and I'm hearing how many we got in the show and how many we got left. What makes this drone special, though, is that is an HD video camera. Now, Rob, don't get me wrong. We know other drones have got HD cameras. Normally, there's a little memory card in there. You pop it out, put it in your laptop, PC, games console. You take the footage, you can edit it. You cannot see what you filmed while you're flying, so whether you've got no heads or no legs, you couldn't see it while you were doing it. This is different, so different, and one of the reasons we believe it's now the biggest selling drone on British TV. Why? Because that live streams direct to the screen of your phone. Now, it works on any iPhone 5 upwards, any Android phone with Jelly Bean. The app is free, there's no in-app purchases, and what the drone sees live, you are going to see live. Facebook it, video blog it, Instagram it, YouTube it, Zoom it to your friends and family. You can make movies with it. If you're into your TikTok, you can literally have this up on TikTok, getting your likes while the drone is still hovering in the air. This thing is incredible, but it gets better. Now, if we were talking about a £600 drone on the high street right now, you'd be talking about a fixed angle lens. That means one angle, one shot, one direction from that lens in there. We've added an electronic gimbal. They're normally worth over 180 quid on top of a £600 drone. At the touch of a button, and by the way, remember the wire, just so we can show you the footage live on your TV, this is wireless. There is literally nothing connecting any part of it other than the signal from the drone to your phone. At the touch of a button, you can actually change the angle of the camera on the drone while the drone's hovering 120 meters away. So this could be flying over the other end of the park and a bird suddenly flies out of the tree. You catch that magic shot of the bird flying underneath. Maybe your kids and their friends are playing football in the park. You're filming them from above now, like the FA Cup final. Or you're going to your friend's wedding and you do that shot for them over their wedding venue, that beautiful shot that they were quoted over £1,000 for. They couldn't justify it, they couldn't afford it. You can film it with your GX Pro. Or just in the garden, taking photos. Now, we always talk about the video. You can also take still photography from this. Gran and Grandad, when they're getting back down, maybe they come back from another country, you've got them in the family, you can record that memory forever, all at the touch of a button. But what makes this drone special, what makes this drone different, if you've had a drone before, you want to know how easy it is to fly. Not about all the features, they're all brilliant, they're all excellent. You want to know how easy it is to fly. Now, maybe you had a drone before, you had to learn the control sticks, you tried to stabilize it. It's a bit like clutch control in a car. Your drone hit the ceiling, hit the floor, went all over the place. You thought it was you. It wasn't you, it was the drone. What makes this different, this special, the reason it gets all the 5-star reviews, the reason anyone can fly out of the box in 20 seconds is because you don't need to touch the controller. You don't need to do anything. You have one finger, you press one button, 3, 2, 1, Boom! You've just learned to fly
Hi-ho,
out
Silver.
the box. 20 seconds, Rob, hovering like it's on a piece of string. Now, hands-free. I'm not going to touch the controller. Have you ever seen a drone that stable, indoors, in a shop, anywhere? No. The GX is special. Now, let me prove it to you. Now, I apologise to any other shop or retailer that sell drones. What I'm going to show you, the likelihood is they've never, ever been able to do in their shop. Controller on the floor. I am actually presenting to you this drone without touching it, without controlling it. One finger, that is you as a beginner out of the box instantly. Why? Altitude lock. The drone knows its height in the air. So the GX Pro, if it knocks in the wind, auto-corrects itself. You don't have to do it. The drone knows its height, it does it for you. But what makes it very different, second level of stability, angle lock. It remembers the angle it was at. So if it knocks into a wall or a tree, it rights itself. You always have it perfect for you, but the real magic, second camera facing down. 2 cameras on this drone, it's incredible. Second camera under now allows you to lock the floor in shot to give it that stability that you've never seen stable and like this before, or lock it onto the palm of your hand, Rob. You are now able to fly it as a beginner like Harry Potter. So if Grandad wants to go, Grandad Mick, Grandma Julie, anyone in the family, they can now fly this drone from the palm of their hand. No learning, no skill, it's ready to go, but you want to see the camera. Because now we've looked at the stability of the drone, let's look at what you can film in. Now, we use studio cameras here that cost tens of thousands of pounds in ShopOnTV, but I'm not being filmed by a £10,000 studio camera. Oh no, I'm being filmed by your GX Pro. Now, controller down. V sign recognises that 3, 2, 1, boom, that memory is already locked into your photo book in your phone. Hand up starts a video. Hand down. This is normally 800 quid, Rob. It recognises your gestures as you go. But not with one camera, 2 cameras on board. Now, this is unheard of at 800 quid, but it's in our GX Pro. We built it for you. So, Rob, I'm filming you from the front camera of the drone, but I'm now being filmed from the down camera of the drone. Whoa. This could be over 120 meters away. Vlogging shot, top left, camera number 3. My word, how many of you are putting this in your basket? You are gonna love it. Please send us in your videos. We would love to play out all the videos that our lovely customers have filmed live on set. Now let's look at how easy it is to fly. Now this is important. Speed number 1 is nice and steady. Up the stairs, round the banisters, you're learning how to fly. But why is this different to that drone you had that hit the ceiling, hit the floor, went all over the place? Because of that camera underneath, because it gives you that pure stability by looking a picture of the floor in shot, when you let go for the first time of the controller, it stops dead. It's like having a brake on it. The drone you had before carried on flying, hit the wall, hit the ceiling. This is proportionally controlled. But now let's look at, you don't stay a beginner for long. Give it a click, doubles the speed. We're now an intermediate drone, Rob. We haven't had to buy a new drone. We haven't had to buy a new camera. There's no upgrades here. By the way, the most famous drone brand on the market right now. I think it has a D at the beginning, an I at the end, and there's a J somewhere in the middle. I think you know which one I'm talking about. You have to pay a subscription for all those extra features, not with your GX Pro. So an intermediate in seconds. You haven't had to buy a new drone, you haven't had to upgrade it. Out of the box, you are ready to fly instantly on the same drone you learned out of the box in 20 seconds. But you don't stay in intermediate for long, because give it another click, we now go to Pro mode. Up to 25 miles an hour. Football pitch distance, Rob, in 12.5 seconds. You are now a pro. No needing to upgrade to the Pro camera. It was already in the drone that you learnt with. No having to upgrade the speed. It's in the drone you learnt with. Out the box in 20 seconds, ready to go. And you want to land it? One of the hardest things with drones to learn is a perfect landing. That's when most people damage a drone. That's when they break a drone. Not with the GX Pro. One finger, one button, lands itself. Now imagine you have got this out of the box. A birthday. Look, I'm going to say the word Christmas morning. Any time when this is a gift or a present. No charging up. It's pre-charged, ready to go. 2 batteries in there, plug it in. You download the app is free, no in-app purchases. You take one finger, press one button, you're now flying. That's it. It's ready to go. Stops at 1.5 meters, allowing you to fly. But it gets better, because you don't stay a beginner, an intermediate, and a pro for long. You want to fly it, not with the controller, just from the screen of your mobile phone. Now, this was unheard of at this price. To be honest, this is unheard of at 5 times the price of the GX Pro. By the way, the GX Pro is only available for you. No other shop, no other retailer exclusive to Shop on TV for our STV and ITV customers. That's it. You can show this off to everyone. They can't buy it anywhere else but here. Controller off. You can now fly your GX Pro just from the screen of your mobile phone. Now remember the wire, just so I can show it to you in the studio. The second my fingers touch the screen, you'll see 2 control sticks appear. We are now flying the drone from the screen of your phone. Indoor, outdoor, day or night, over 120 meters away, and then it locks on to me.
David.
Everywhere I walk, everywhere I go, a drone that follows me. This could be skiing, this could be me in a canoe, this could be on the bike, walking the dog, filming as you go, normally over £1,000. It's in your GX Pro. Now remember, it's also the most practical drone we've ever created. Folds up, fits in your pocket, take it with you everywhere you go. Not only the most stable, not only the best filming, this is a drone you can take anywhere, ready to go the second you get it out. No license needed, no registration, no fee. Built to the new Class Drone Zero Toy category confirmed by the CAA, this allows you to fly it out of the box, 20 seconds, ready to go. But it's the deal tonight. To give you an idea of the size, that's the size of the drone, that's the size of my phone, phone, drone, phone, and then folds out full size. But it's the deal that makes this drone incredible. The normal price for your GX Pro, 250 quid drone on its own. No other shop, no other retailer, 250 quid the normal price. We didn't sell 1 or 2 at that price, 10 or 100 at that price, 1,000, tens of thousands on it. Tonight, at under 180 quid, we're going to give you the drone. The upgraded RDM upgrade, upgraded speed, upgraded stability drone. But we're also going to give you an extra battery for nothing, niche, nil, zero free. It's our deal to you, our way of saying thank you for supporting Shop on TV since we launched, watching from midnight till 3. It's our way of saying thank you for watching our Freeview channel, Freeview 89, that you watch throughout the day. That is our way, but we are also throwing in today the storage case too. This is you. Look, check it out, make sure it's yours, delivered to your door, and we will give you the extra battery and the storage case. Foam lined, space for the drone controller, battery number 1. The second battery we give you for nothing, niche, nil, zero free. It is the ultimate bundle, the ultimate set, the way that you can start for the very first time learning to fly, the first time learning to film, make social media videos, recording friends and family, videos that you will last forever, for prosperity, things that you've been able to film in a way you couldn't film it in any other type of way other than to fly. But you're getting everything. Auto takeoff, auto landing, the VR capability. There's even a 50 times digital zoom on this drone that I'll show you about later. But then the features you never thought you could afford. 2 cameras on board in your GX Pro, normally 800 to 900 quid. The Follow Me, normally over 1,000 quid, in your drone. But what makes me smile, what makes me happy, to be honest, what brings a little tear to my eye, when I get stopped in the street by people that said, we bought that drone off you, we watched you on TV, and you were right. 20 seconds we could fly it. Whoever you give it to, gift it to, whoever this is for, whether it's even just for you, you're not getting it for someone else. You've watched it on this show and you've decided for the first, you want to fly it. Out the box, 20 seconds, you can do it. The ultimate set, the ultimate collection. Check it out now. We will post it to you from Monday morning. You'll have it before next weekend. Filming, flying and having fun. Your chance, your time. Look, I'm hearing how many of you got it. You're going to make my team so busy on Monday. Thank you. But make sure if you want it, it's yours. The ultimate, the best, the biggest bundle, the best-selling drone we've ever bought to British TV. This is your GX Pro.
I'm very sorry to say, ladies and gentlemen, it's sold out. If you wanted it, that's it. You've lost your opportunity to buy it. I'm so sorry. Sorry, I was just doing a future presentation from later on in the show. Don't feel very good, does it? Because that's what's going to happen. You're going to be, if you went, what? Wait, what? That's where you could be. I was being overly dramatic, I realised. But the point is that we're now 25% of the stock is sold and gone. If we took into consideration everyone who's got it in their baskets, which is a lot of you, we'd be between a third and a half the stock gone. So, what time is it? Is it 1 o'clock? We've just gone 1 o'clock, haven't we? Oh, 1:30, is it really? We've only been on the air for about 45 minutes. So, please avoid disappointment. Go towards the light, go towards the joy, go towards the happiness that's coming to you next week when you get your drone. And please check out, if you've got this sitting in your shopping basket, it's doing absolutely no good to anyone. I haven't Googled it, I'll be honest, but I'm pretty sure it's impossible to take aerial video from the drone that's in your shopping basket. I just don't think that's going to work very well. I think you actually have to own the drone. Remember, it ain't yours. I know people still to this day put things in their shopping baskets thinking that it's reserved, thinking that that stops somebody else from buying it. It doesn't at all. You know, we have a finite stock. Gonna put 1 million people can have it in their baskets. All it is a, yeah, I'm interested in buying it. Until you pay for it, whether that's through your credit or debit card at $179.99, or whether you're deciding that you're going to use PayPal as your payment option and spread the cost over 3 months, which you can do for 61.65 times 3. That includes your P&P. And you can buy multiples as well, remember. You've got up to £2,000 with PayPal once you get your approval. So load up your basket if you wish. I'm not being funny, but maybe buy these now. Richard, his mic's not on, but Christmas-wise, are you going to get more stock in before Christmas? Would it be facile for me to...
When we tell you that 25% of the stock has gone, let me just explain. That is the stock that we have in the warehouse that's meant to last us for the next 3 months. We're trying to get some more in for Christmas, but this isn't going to last 3 months. No. I'm meant to be doing a show, I think, on the 24th of this month. This isn't going to
last 3 shows.
It looks like that show's not going to actually happen with this drone. So please, be quick. Get your chance, make sure it's yours, because this drone is incredible. And I'll tell you what, the best-selling drone on British TV is the #1 for a reason, because everyone who gets it flies it, loves it, and enjoys it.
And remember, we're giving an extra battery, so you get 40 minutes flight time. If you want to get additional batteries, you can get twin packs for a discounted price. And by the way, what I love about this is Richard holds your hand all the way. We're going to have a little sit-down section in a minute where we can ask him questions. If you've got any questions before you buy, please, we're live. That's why we're here. There's a reason that I never sleep, because I had to do this job, and none of us ever sleep because we work these funny hours. It's so that you can... This is the whole point of transactional television. You can't get this information from a catalogue, or quite often not from somebody at a shop, or from a website online. We're here to demonstrate, show, explain and answer your questions. So please do send us an email, studio@shopontv.co.uk. Even if it's just to say hello and be part of the show. This show's for you. We're live every night from midnight to 3. There's the email address down the bottom. So please, you know, Richard's here. Ask the guy while he's here. And then make sure that you check out, because we only are able to bring finite amounts of stock every single night. And honestly, when we say that these are going to sell out, or that they are limited in stock or whatever, we're under very strict Ofcom and advertising standard codes that mean we are always truthful. This, you know, again, this is your ITV shop, ladies and gentlemen, your ITV shop window, ITV and STV. So we are completely transparent and open and honest about everything we do here. Integrity is very, very important to us. You're going to have so much fun with this. It's going to have a practical use. Obviously, it is a drone as well, so there are certain, I would call them common sense, although these days the trouble with common sense is it's not very common. There are some, right? There are some obviously basic safety rules that you need to absorb, guidelines you need to observe. So take a look at this. This is the drone code. Do this and you'll be fine.
The UK Drone Code is published by the Civil Aviation Authority to assist drone users. Here are a few pointers to clear up any confusion and help you fly safely. Be drone safe. Always keep your drone in sight. This allows you to see and avoid other things while flying. Staying below 400 feet helps reduce the likelihood of a conflict with manned aircraft. Be drone aware. Every time you fly your drone, you must follow the manufacturer's instructions. If you do this, it will help you to keep your drone and the people around you safe. Be drone legal. When using your drone, legal responsibility lies with you. You are responsible for each flight. Stay well away from aircraft, airports and airfields, as it is a criminal offence to endanger the safety of an aircraft with your drone. Remember, don't fly near airports or airfields. Remember to stay below 400 feet. Observe your drone at all times. Never fly near aircraft. Enjoy responsibly. For further information, please visit www.dronesafe.uk. We hope you find this useful and, importantly, that you enjoy endless hours of fun with your drone.
We have had an email, by the way. That was the drone code, incidentally. Natalie, good morning. How are you doing? And your email has been forwarded to me. Natalie wants to know how to get into television presenting. So I'll get in touch at some point and give you some pointers if you want them. But if you want to come and work for us, record yourself, get a product that you love, set your iPhone up or your Android or whatever phone you've got. Horizontal, please, not portrait. Oh, she is actually a presenter. Oh, then I'm okay. Then I'm teaching you grandmother to suck eggs. Well, send me your info. Send me your show reel. And basically, I can't wait to take myself off the air, so we might have a vacancy very soon. We're pushing towards a third of the stock. You've got. I hate saying this because it sounds like I'm droning on. No pun intended. You've got to check out. Paul, would you mind? Shall I do in the style of Taken? I'm a man with a certain very specific set of skills. I sell things on television, but I tell my customers, if you don't check out, it's not yours. You're not going to get it. You're going to be hoping and wishing that one day the postman comes with a drone, but he won't unless you pay. If you don't pay, you don't play. You want to play, you got to pay. Right now. I think the accent changed about 18 times there, but Irish is not my strong one. Check out, all right. And it's not because I want your money. I don't care about your blooming money, all right? I don't get paid any extra. Honestly, I don't. Oh, no, I'm having a tantrum here. I don't get a commission when you buy. It's not like I'm getting a nickel for every, or we're in England now, aren't we? It's not like I'm getting a dime. No, wait a minute. It's not like I'm getting 50p or a pound every time you buy one of these. I don't get nothing. I get paid to come here and talk a bit. Not much on these drone shows, admittedly. And that's it. Now, it's a decent day's rate, I'll say that. It's not the best, but ain't the worst. I can't complain. I'm doing all right. Thank you very much for asking. But when I say check out, it's because I want you to have it. And I want you to have it because it's blooming good. It's really good. It's a really good drone. For that price, it's the best drone you can buy, I think. If you want something that does so much more, and you want to do this, professional drone, this is not the drone for you, obviously. But if you want a lot of fun and you want to start moving into that prosumer towards professional level, then either this one or the GPS. Now, 20% of the GPS, I don't know why I'm hunching like this. 20% of the GPS drone has also gone. And I must caution you, I'm turning to Patrick Moore, that if you want to buy it, you've got to buy it now. Because if you don't buy it now, it'll sell out, and then you won't be able to buy it, because it'll be sold out. You can't buy something that doesn't exist. If it's gone, and you can't buy it. See? So, yeah. Here's Richard.
I apologise, I can't do accents, I can't do impressions, but I can tell you about drones. Now, please email in, ask us any questions you like. We're going to do a sit down in a minute. I will answer anything, any concern, any worry, anything that you want to know about this drone to make sure it's right for you. And I tell you what, it really is right for you. That is if you're over 14 years old. And by the way, even younger can fly it with adult supervision. But if you're 14 years old and upwards, you've always wanted to learn how to fly, there is nothing better. This thing is incredible. Out of the box, 20 seconds, you can do it. Now, it gives you every feature you've always wanted. Auto takeoff, auto landing, VR capability. Look, if you've got VR goggles, those Google cardboard glasses, you can actually watch what this films in 3D back through those goggles. You can wear the goggles and fly this, for any of you that know, called FPV, first person view from your drone. It's incredible. But what makes it special and different is out of the box, 20 seconds, you can fly it. Look, let me talk you around it, tell you why it's brilliant, get it into the air, show you the stuff that you want to know, why this is the right drone for you, your friends, your kids, your family, or just for you that's wanted to learn how to fly and make memories and movies. Now, number one, we're talking about a full-size drone here. This isn't like a little pocket thing, half speed or full size, full power, full fun, full speed, full magic, and fully flexible. Now, just so you know while we're here, these are blade protectors that come with it. They allow you to click them on and click them off. As a beginner, you'd have them on. As a pro, you don't need to use them, but they give you that flexibility to get closer to the wall, closer to the tree, and it will just bounce its way back off again. No damage, no breaking, no £400 repair bill that you get when you do a professional drone up to that wall or tree. This is incredible, but it gets better because that is an HD video camera. Now, don't get me wrong, other drones have got HD cameras, but normally you're putting out a memory card, having to put in a laptop, PC, games console. You can't see what you're filming while you're flying. What makes this drone special, what makes this drone different, and what we believe has made it one of the biggest retail drones in the country, in fact, we believe the biggest on TV, and us the biggest retailer of drones in the country now, is because that live streams to your phone. Now, any iPhone 5 upwards, any Android phone with Jelly Bean and up, there's no in-app purchases, nothing to buy, the app is free, no wire needed, that's just so we can show it to you live in the studio. What the drone sees, you see. You don't just see it, you can Facebook it, video blog it, Instagram it, edit it. It's already in your phone book, in the photo section of your phone as it's filming. So you've got everything ready to go to upload to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, zoom it, record memories, send them to your friends in another country while the drone is still hovering mid-air, but it gets better. If this was a normal £600 drone on the high street right now, that would be a fixed angle lens. One angle, one shot, one direction, one specific way of filming. We've done something special. We have added an electronic gimbal to your GX. No other shop or no other retailer. It's just here, exclusive to STV and ITV customers. It's ready to go. Now, what does that gimbal mean? It means while the drone is flying over 100 meters, just press one button. You can change the angle of the camera while the drone is still hovering mid-air. So you can see that camera change. That's every angle, every degree on that drone, even now flying from above. So from above, the kids playing football in the park, you can now film them like the FA Cup final for memories. That is incredible. Over your friend's wedding venue. Maybe they were quoted over £1,000 to film their wedding venue, and that's quite a reasonable price. You can now do it with your GX Pro, and you don't need to be a pro to film it. Maybe you want to take photos, videos, everyone waving up from your garden party at the camera. You can record those magic memories in HD from your drone. This thing is immense. This thing is incredible, and it allows you to fly. But here's the magic, here's the difference. Here's why I am hearing we've got so many of you who bought this drone already, who got it in your basket, are in the process of checking it out. Thank you so much. Let me tell you why. With a normal drone, you have to learn the control sticks. Maybe you tried it, trying to stabilize it. You hit the ceiling, hit the floor, your drone went all over. It wasn't you. It was the drone that you bought, not this. This is different, totally different. We're not going to touch those control sticks. We're not going to learn to stabilize it. What you're going to do is, out of the box, take one finger. You're going to press one button. 3, 2, 1, boom. You've just learned to fly. Out of the box, it's hovering like it's sitting on a piece of string. This thing is incredible. You have never seen a drone this stable in the air that anyone can fly as a beginner. What makes this drone special is what makes the shops upset. They can't show you. Now, when we talk about being live on air, being able to show you the products that we're selling you live, exactly what they do, this is the difference. No hands, altitude lock, it knows its height. If the wind knocks it, GX Pro remembers its height, auto corrects. If you knock it into a wall, it remembers its angle, auto stabilizes. But the real magic, the difference, what makes this 10 times better than what's in the shops and in the stores, there's a second camera underneath that locks the floor in shot. That's why it stays so steady. But it doesn't just have to lock the floor in shot, it can now lock my hand in shot. And I can fly this drone from the palm of my hand. Tracking, filming as a beginner,
You're a wizard,
instantly
Harry.
being able to fly. Rob, this is incredible. Now, we're not just talking about a drone that's so stable and easy to fly, because we can now look at the camera. Here at ShopOnTV, we use studio cameras that cost tens of thousands of pounds. I'm not on a studio camera right now. I am on GX Pro. V sign recognises my gesture. 3, 2, 1, boom. That memory is already in the photo book of my phone. Hand up starts a video. Hand down stops a video, recognising my gestures as we fly. But Rob, what makes this one step up from any other drone in a shop at anywhere close to this price? One click of the button, and we brought up camera number 2. You're on camera number 1, Rob. I am now on camera number 2. That's the second camera now, the down shot. Then we've got a vlogging shot top left from my mobile phone. That's 3 shots in one.
That's a lot
that you
of
can
shots.
edit into the best movies, videos. This drone is not good, it's incredible. It's got features you do not get to a drone 800 to 900 quid. Now, by the way, we all know here at ShopOnTV a producer, his name was Chaz. We all worked with him, we loved him. And this drone here, he bought a drone over £1,000 and cried when we showed him the GX Pro because his drone had only one camera at 1,000 quid. By the way, Chaz doesn't have a drone anymore if he's watching because he flew into a river. So I do apologise. This drone, get it out, carry on flying it. It's brilliant. How easy is it to fly? Speed number 1, nice and steady. Up the stairs, round the banisters, you've learned how to fly. Now, as a beginner, what makes this drone totally different to anything out there? When you let go of the control stick, the drone stops dead. It's like having a brake. The drone doesn't carry on flying to the left or right when you let go, so you've got control. Now, you don't stay a beginner for very long with a GX Pro. At the touch of a button, becomes an intermediate drone. We've now doubled that speed. We're now going higher than the trees, swooping over the park benches, across the fields. This drone is incredible, but we haven't had to buy a new drone. We haven't had to buy a new camera. It is in the same drone you learn out of the box in 20 seconds. This drone is incredible. Now, speed number 3. Pro-level drone. So we're now up to 25 miles an hour, Rob. Football pitch distance in 12.5 seconds. No upgraded camera needed because it's in the same drone you bought out of the box in 20 seconds. No upgraded features. And listen to this. Sorry, all those owners of those drones with a D in the middle, an I at the end and a J in the middle.
That's faster
no
than the speed limit in London.
Needed. Everything is free with us. It's all included and ready to go. So now we're a pro-level drone. Now here's the thing, let me explain. Why do the shops not sell the GX Pro? Now, number one, we won't sell it to them. We want it exclusive to you. But the reason they don't do a similar type of drone at 3 times or 4 times is because of the cha-ching. They want to sell you that first drone as a beginner, maybe 120 quid, you get it home, you love it, you enjoy it for a week. And then you want to upgrade it to an intermediate drone, but you can't do it with that drone, so you have to go back to the shop and buy another drone, £400 or £500. Cha-ching! And then that lasts about 2 weeks and you want to get to a pro level. What do you have to do? Go and buy an £800 drone from them. Cha-ching! We don't work like that. Every one of those in this drone, beginner, intermediate or pro, touch of a button takes you from level to level. This is a drone that you can fly out of the box in 20 seconds. This is a drone that you can learn instantly with every pro feature you've always wanted. But when you get to a pro level, this is also a drone that you wouldn't get to normally 6 times its price. Turn the controller off. You can fly just from the screen of your mobile phone. Now, the second I touch the screen of my phone, 2 control sticks appear. You are now flying this from mobile phone screen over 120 meters, Rob, indoor, outdoor, day or night, and then it locks onto me. Everywhere I now walk, everywhere I go, it's gonna follow me. This is normally over 1,000 quid. It's in your GX Pro. Folds up, fits in your pocket, take it with you everywhere you go. The most stable, easiest to fly drone we've ever created. The best videos that we've ever produced that you can do even if you've never flown a drone before. Now, no license needed, no registration, no fee. This is built to the new Class Drone Zero Toy category, and we guarantee out of the box it's ready to fly. Folds up, fits in your pocket, take it with you everywhere you go. That's the size of your GX Pro, that's the size of my phone. To give you an idea, phone, drone, phone, take this with you everywhere you go. But what makes this deal tonight special, what's made this deal all of you put in your basket, the stock that's meant to last us until our new stock comes in at the end of October, 25, 30, 40% of that stock to last us till October gone in this show. You are getting not the drone at 250 quid its normal price. By the way, that normal price is the drone alone. No other bits, no other extras, and that's the price we sold 1 or 2 out, 10 or 20 out, 100, tens of thousands of GX Pro. Tonight, you're getting the new upgrade, the RDM upgrade, upgraded speed, upgraded stability, upgraded control, and we're giving you a second battery for nothing. Niche nil 0 free. We're doubling your flight time, doubling the fun, doubling the excitement, doubling the magic in this bundle. Our gift to you for saying thank you for being up at this time in the morning. Thank you for supporting ShopOnTV. Thank you. We're giving you double the flight time. And we've also thrown in the storage case too. They're normally worth 40 quid. So when people buy drones from us on their own, they will always add a storage case. Why you want to protect it? Would you buy a phone for 1,000 quid and not protect the screen with a protect? This is your protection. Foam lined, space for the drone controller, battery number 1, the second battery in the back right there. This is a drone that has every bundle. You can take this indoor, outdoor, day or night, anywhere you wish to fly. The most stable, easiest to fly drone with every pro feature you've always wanted. Auto takeoff, auto landing, it's in your GX Pro. Then the features you never thought you could afford, £1,000 full in your drone. The gesture control lens, recognizing the V sign, the hand up, hand down, in your drone. But the best bit, what makes this special, whoever you give it to or gift it to, whoever it's for, do you have to worry whether they're going to be able to fly it? No. Out the box, 20 seconds, you can fly it. The most stable, easiest to fly drone we've ever created. Biggest smiles, biggest fun, biggest excitement. The amazing and incredible GX Pro.
Rich, why don't you come on over and we're going to do some emails and things for you as well. 046215 is your item number for the RDM GX Pro. I do want to remind you we have the GPS version as well. Now, basically what this gives you, the GPS version, which we'll give you the details of in a minute, it upgrades the camera from HD to full HD, so instead of 720p, you go up to 1080p, and it is a really crisp, good quality camera, I can tell you. It also gives you GPS capabilities. That means on the app, you can actually use GPS to guide the drone. You can plot GPS points with a Google Earth overlay, and you can repeat the same move over and over again with the drone. It also means you can put the drone in your pocket and set it to a specific height, and then you could be riding a bike, you could be sailing a boat, you could be driving your car, you could be walking up a mountain, whatever you like, and it will follow you from whatever height and stay locked onto you. So you can fit, it's really, really, really good. And that's, again, that 200, what is it? 200 and... Go away, PayPal, I can't see the price. Go, there we go. I was just going to give the box a little tickle to see if it helped. It's come back, thank you, £259.99. Again, for all of the features that has, believe me, trust me, you will not come close to getting those features on any of the other drones that are out there for that price. You just won't. Remember also with PayPal, you can spread the cost interest-free over 3 months, but it is a facility that you can add multiple items to if you wish. It's your total order up to £2,000. So if you are buying a GPS, maybe a GPS for you, and you can use these commercially, by the way, if you buy a license, which they're about 11 quid to get a license. So if you are a wedding videographer or something like that, I personally would say that the GPS is good enough quality to shoot wedding video footage on and stuff like that. The GX Pro, the regular GX Pro, still very good. I wouldn't necessarily use that professionally, but certainly I would use it, you know, if you're doing it for, as Richard said, for your friends, family, get somebody getting married or whatever, certainly something you want to take with you on your staycations and your trips and your sort of jaunts outdoors, and just for fun. I mean, I'll tell you the other thing. Are you coming over, Rich, or not? Oh, okay. He can actually just come and sit down if he wants to. He wants to do it. Apparently, our director wants to do it nicely. So, well, that was very nice. Look, do you know what I'm going to do, Rich? Yeah. I'm going to use your drone because I've decided. I've been wanting to do it for years, to become a professional drone pilot in films and stuff like that. Because I used to operate cameras years, and I'm a cinematographer. I used to love doing that. So I will buy a £4,000 drone, and eventually I will buy a £17,000 drone. But I'm sure as heck not going to have those as my starter drones.
No, until you've had a go and tried it and got to that level.
I'm going to get one of these, and I am going to smash it around until I can, you know what I mean? Yeah. And anyone, so even if you are going, well, I don't necessarily, I want something a bit, sort of further up the scale, great. But if you've never used it, get one of these first, and because also it's really hard to break one of these. It's very easy to break some of the others. Yeah. So you'll probably, this might even outlast the expensive one you buy, you know what I mean? Now, listen, we have got half the stock, 3 months stock, and we're at almost half gone. You've got to check, look, please go and check out your basket now while we're talking. Now, can I say this? If for any reason you want it, you intend to pay for it, you wish to own it, but you haven't checked out yet, why? Is there a reason? Do you have a question? If the answer to that is yes, please email us now. studio@shopontv.co.uk. I honestly want to make sure, and Richard does as well, that you're completely happy. before you buy. Now, can I say something, Richard? You do very energetic presentations,
yes,
and they're very slick and all that sort of stuff, and you make a lot of bold claims. People aren't stupid,
yep.
So let's be completely frank with everybody. How on earth are you doing a drone with all these features for $179.99 if it's that good?
Honestly, it's really simple. When you have a drone that goes into the big shops or the big retailers, they come from somewhere where someone's making them in the Far East. They come through an agent here. They come through like an advertising. They have to go to trade fairs. They have to go to this. They have to put it in the magazines and whatever to advertise it. Every bit of that costs more than the actual drone and the features itself. That's the way they promote it. That's what we do.
Because it's a wholesale price.
We don't sell this to any other shop or any other retailer. We went out to build the best drone for our customers on STV and ITV. Now, I could sell this to all the other shops, but we'd have to then cut down on what features we put in,
or
increase the price to be able to do it. Everything is delivered directly into here and goes to you. We will literally pack this on Monday morning and it will go out to you. You'll have it before next weekend. We put every feature we can throw a stick at. Anything we can get, we put into those drones to give you great value, but a drone that you can fly, and that's the difference. These aren't features just for the sake of having them. Everyone is usable by a beginner through to intermediate and pro in the drone, and you never have to buy anything else. Ready to go.
A lot of people, I'm a big watch fan,
yeah.
And I used to say to people, that watch on your wrist right now, what did you pay for it? And if it was £2,000, then I'd say, oh, that cost 500 quid to make. And I go, what? 500 quid to make? So not even that, actually. There may be other layers in there. 500, but just to make it easy, 500 quid to make, sell that to the wholesaler, double the price.
Yep.
Wholesaler to the retailer, double the price. And then there are slotting fees and shrink, there are all these other kind of things that add to that. So basically, when you deal directly, when it's the seller and the manufacturer dealing directly, this is basically where you get the discount. Let's talk about some, I've got some really good questions, actually. Yeah. So the first one is from Paul. He says, what is the weight of the drone?
Okay, they are... Oh.
We'll do part one. What's the weight of the drone?
Part one, so I'm hearing the second part.
Leave the questions to me. Yeah.
Number one is the weight. The weight is under 250 grams. In fact, for every single drone we sell, for the GPS, for this one, in fact, this one I believe is 189 grams. Now that's important because that means it falls within a certain category within the new licensing. Yeah. Now I think the rest of the question is going to be a bit about the licensing, but just to explain, no license is needed, no registration, no fee. Yeah. Now we always get a lot of emails about that. People say,
that's not true.
You're wrong, you have to have a license, you have to... No. Now, this may be a little boring for about 2 seconds. The law is under something called a CAP, a CAP. CAP 1789A, subsection 14, section 5, part 2, will confirm this drone needs no license, no registration, no fee. It's confirmed by the CAA. It is built to a new standard, a new category, and no license needed as long as you're using it for personal use.
Yes,
now, you can make a video and put it all over the internet. It's only when you charge for it that you would need a license.
Or if you're
not going to charge, no license needed.
If your social media is monetized, then that would also... But again, it's about 11 quid and change for a license.
Yeah.
If you want to use it professionally. So can it be flown over a private building from a public path?
This drone, because of the new category, is able to be flown anywhere in the open category. Now, you can fly it over public areas, you can fly it over private areas. The only thing you mustn't do, and we must make clear, is you cannot still fly it over crowded areas. Now, a crowded area isn't like 5 or 6 people playing football in the park. We are talking about a crowded beach or a crowded sports venue. Yeah. Then you can't fly it. That doesn't count as the open category. But this drone you can fly in the open category, confirmed by the CAA.
So if you were at a park and you were flying it around, it was flying over tops of people's houses, no problem with that whatsoever.
No problem at all. Yeah. Look, some places will have their own rules. It's not the law, but they may have their own rules. Like, this is a field where we say that you cannot fly with a drone. Then you respect their decision.
Sure.
But the law is you can fly this over any class 0 any 0 category area, and you can use that.
What about down the street? If you're walking down the street, can you fly it down the street?
You can have it following you. You genuinely can have it following you unless the street is crowded. That's the word.
So if there's a street party,
if it's crowded, no. If there's just normal numbers of people, yes, you can.
Brilliant. Again, if you want to get specific with questions like that, now's the time to do it. We want you to have one of these. Please, otherwise, check out. If you've already decided, check out now because so many people are going to miss out. So Mike has emailed in. How far does the video link to the phone go?
Okay, the drone will go 120 meters in all directions. So you can go from 120 meters to the right to the left. With this drone, you will get, in certain cases, in certain places, you'll get that full 120 meters. But we normally say that the video will go 100 meters from the drone to you.
Without problems.
Without an interference, like a bit glitchy.
And what is the video transmission system? It's Wi-Fi, I can tell you.
Yeah, it's coming via Wi-Fi because there's a Wi-Fi connection from the drone that sends out the Wi-Fi signal connecting to your phone, so you can do it. Now, it's
Was it saving as MP4?
Pardon?
MP4? Is it saving it?
Yeah, it's saving as MP4. Now, the reason I was thinking about it is it's Wi-Fi through this drone, but on the GPS drone, it's through 5G. It's a 5G connection that comes through. So you've got two different techniques, two different ways, and actually on the GPS drone, you'll get the video coming through from a further distance as well.
So basically, just so you understand this, the drone becomes a Wi-Fi hotspot.
Yeah.
So now it's not like when I say Wi-Fi hotspot, like a public hotspot, not like a public internet hotspot. For those that are unfamiliar with this, basically it's got a code that talks to the phone, and it's a two-way conversation, but no one else can listen in. So it's a completely secure connection between the phone and the drone. Right, simple as that, and that beams the video back to your phone. So it's like an extension to the phone on your, to the camera on your phone.
Yeah.
It's literally like having, you know, when you plug in a USB.
And just to explain for some of you, when we talk about Wi-Fi, some of you think you need to be in a Wi-Fi area.
Yeah, it's not internet, nothing to do with internet.
You can be in the middle of a field, Rob. You can be in the middle of a field with no Wi-Fi signal at all, because the drone produces the Wi-Fi that locks into your phone. So you are seeing on your phone exactly what the drone sees live, but you don't need to be in a Wi-Fi
area. It's like
area.
you normally have a router at home, and that's generating the Wi-Fi signal. This is just a router. It's got like a router technology built in that allows the phone to connect to it.
It is. It's amazing.
Or not just phone, it could be tablet as well. Couldn't it? Or can you do it from PC or from Mac too?
You can do it with a tablet, you can do it with a phone. So basically, say Grandad, it was a cold winter's day, you're getting this out maybe at Christmas, Grandad is sitting inside the house, you could actually put a tablet in front of Grandad, and while you're flying outside, he can see what the drone is flying.
George is asking one of the stalwart questions, and that is, how long do the battery
Between
last?
15 and 20 minutes per battery. None of this 3 or 4 minutes like the drones you get in the shops. 15 to 20 minutes per battery. Now, the reason we give you a range, if you're flying into the wind, you get a little bit less time. If you're flying with the wind, you'll get even more time. So we always try and be honest with you. Between 15 and 20 minutes per battery, that's up to 40 minutes of flight time, because we're giving you that second extra battery for nothing.
Double it up.
Yeah.
With our special bundle tonight, I think this is the smart way to go. We're going to save you some money, save you 20 quid. So this is for your GX Pro, £35 normally for one, but don't pay that, because you'll get two for £50, and that's item number 096073. Also, well, we'll show you in a moment on the ShopOnTV website that Richard's. I did start this sentence earlier and never finished it, which is that Richard's always there to help you, because we have YouTube videos which will take you through every single drone that Richard sells and how to operate it. We'll give you a little demo as well in a moment. So well, let's do it now actually. ShopOnTV.co.uk. Go to our latest shows. Click on a drone, any drone you like, any drone will do. And then you go down to the bottom and you can see, look, view drone videos. View drone videos. That's the wrong one. There it is. Taking to the sky with Richard.
Now, let me tell you, this would be my wife's nightmare, 4 of me in front of her at a time, but for you, you just click the drone that you want to get. It will then give you a video of me talking to you how to set it up, how to prepare it, and how to get it into the air for the very first time. I literally do this with my hand on your shoulder and help you or whoever you give it to be able to do it. Maybe you're giving it to someone that doesn't know ShopOnTV. There is a link to the YouTube of this video as well in with the drone. So always, whoever gets it, gifts it, I will teach you out the box, 20 seconds, how to set it up, connect it, and get it in there.
And the instructions are very good as well, aren't they?
They are. They're absolutely brilliant.
Let's do some reviews, and then I want to go off piste and talk to you about something we've not spoken about before, but I think it's important. But here, let's have a look at the reviews. Look, there are thousands of 5-star reviews out there, but here's a little taster, just to give you an idea of how much people rave about these. So Steve Connor says, this is one of the easiest drones to learn to fly. It's light and easy to transport. Mike Gardner, easy to fly and the cameras catch great footage when flying. Richard Bruce says, great drone, really easy to fly and some brilliant features for the price. I've had a much more expensive drone in the past that didn't do half of what the GX Pro does. Actually, that leads in nicely to the question I want to ask you. Forget this drone for a second. Let's talk about features.
Yes.
During your presentation, you talk a lot about added features and things like that. Let's get real. Let's take, we know the famous DJI is the sort of the market leader. So if I went to Argos or someone like that, or other retail stores, you mentioned something about subscription. So what are some of, and you can go and have a look at Argos, go and have a look at John Lewis, go and have a look everywhere if you want. And let's talk about some of the features that you don't normally, let's just list them, you don't normally get in these other drones unless you pay a subscription or extra. So what are some of them?
Okay, things like recording the footage that you do. You have to pay a subscription to record your footage onto their server. So it's going onto there before you can edit it and bring it over to you. You have to pay a subscription in order to get that. When you do things like the auto return and some of the features that our drone will have, that literally is free. There's no in-app purchases, there's no, you're going to have to pay extra to add those features to your drone. You have to have an account, you have to have a registration, you have to input your credit. None of that with this drone. Everything is included. We will never charge for it. We will never have to make you pay for something later on for it. It is just in there. It's ready to go.
And on the beginner drones, you said things like altitude lock. They wouldn't have that, would they?
No, and it's here. It's ready to go. That second camera underneath. The second camera on the bottom of your drone that locks the flying shot and gives it pure stability. You do not find that on any of those high-end drones out there where you are getting. But what we suggest is, if you were to go to the high street now, for 3 times the price, you'd still get a third less features. It's like absolutely
And listen,
crazy.
DJI, I'm a DJI absolute, you know, what do you call it, enthusiast. I buy loads of their stuff, love them, and they are the professional drone maker for Hollywood and all that kind of stuff. So we ain't knocking them at all, and they have their own pricing structure and things like that. But all we're saying is that as Richard goes through his next presentation, maybe make a mental note or even a physical note of all the different features
and check it out online yourself.
Yeah, because as you said, you will pay probably 3 times as much for a third of the features. That's why this drone is the choice. It simply is. Michael, say that again. Michael Wood, what? What's the difference between the GX Pro and the GPS?
Okay, now we're going to explain the GX Pro GPS in a second, but the big difference is, if you want to learn how to fly, you want to learn how to film, you want to take yourself to a level where you can make memories and movies, put stuff on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you can use the GX Pro. The GX Pro is absolutely incredible, and you are going to love it. But if you're looking to go to the next hobbyist level, you're looking to get to a level at some point to film, maybe make a career out of it. You want to make some professional level movies, a video for a music video, something like that. You're trying to that next level, then you're looking at the GPS. Now look, I want to explain the GPS because this drone is immense. This is incredible. This GPS is top of its category, top of the field. Now let me tell you, look, I've got one here. So we have upgraded absolutely everything, Rob. So we are talking about the highest resolution of HD we've ever done. That's 1080p. So this is now full HD that you're filming. When you went to the cinema 5-6 years, you were watching movies made in that resolution. You are now filming in that resolution yourself. But
I still do watch movies in that resolution.
I know. But the real thing that makes this special, and honestly, the GPS, if you're looking for that next level, the hobbyist level, this is crazy. This has got full GPS integration. Now, let me explain it. Now, you have a car, the car has a sat-nav that tells you using the satellites in the sky where your car is, where you want to go to, and it shows you the route that you have to follow live. But you have to drive it, not with a GPS drone. The satellites beam down, they lock into the drone, giving you pinpoint stability, pinpoint accuracy, and then on the app is free, no in-app purchases, you bring up a Google Earth overlay. Now you can then see where you are exactly using that GPS. You take your finger, you press a button. 1, I want to fly over to that tree, then over to the building. I then want to fly over to the car park and then land, not close to me, not near me, exactly 2 meters in front of my feet, and you press go. The drone will lift up on its own. Fly to 1, filming as it goes. Fly to 2, fly to 3, fly to 4, and then land exactly 2 meters in front of you. If you're flying it, at any point you want to bring it back to you, you press 1 button, Rob. The drone knows where you are by GPS satellite, and it will come back to you and land.
But seriously, I mean, that is correct for $259.
Unbelievable.
Because, okay, any aspiring filmmakers out here, what that means is you can have, if you're doing a scene and you you basically block what you want your actors to do. You can then block the camera moves and tell the drone where it needs to go to do all the
100%.
shots and time it all out. And if you have to do 10 takes, the drone will just repeat the same move over.
It will,
and,
and it
over
gets
and over
better than
again.
that. With our GX Pro GPS, we've also got a button called Surround. Now, if you've ever seen those pictures on the internet where you go onto
Or the heroic ending.
YouTube, and the drone is filming the top of the spire, doing a 360 round it, or over the edge of the cliff and coming back.
Or round the star-crossed lovers.
Yeah, exactly. You have a button that you can press. Your drone will lift up, the camera angle facing you, the lens stays facing you as it does a 360 footage. But the big thing about this drone, now this is the important bit, it's one of the first drones we have ever seen with 2 technologies involved. Now you've got your GPS in there, but we've still added the second camera underneath, that optical flow from our beginner's GX Pro.
Yes.
So it locks the floor. As a beginner, a GPS drone will always say not for beginners and do not fly indoors. Why? Satellites can't get through the ceiling, through the roof.
Sure.
This drone gives you stability indoors as a beginner. So number one, you can start to learn to fly that second camera underneath, giving you the stability, giving you the control, having never flown before in the GPS. And when you're ready, take it outside, click the GPS button, satellites beam down, lock it. 2 technologies in the same drone. Beginner to intermediate, intermediate to pro in a GPS drone, and under 250 grams, and also built to the new Class Drone Zero toy category. So no license, no registration, no fee needed, as long as you're not charging for the footage.
Yeah. And again, about just over 11 quid if you do want to charge for the footage and have a license.
Yep.
The way the way I always summarise it is the GX Pro is the prosumer drone with some novice or beginner features. So it's beginner friendly as well.
Yep.
And the GX Pro, the non-GPS version, is the beginner or the novice drone with some prosumer features in it as well. So, you know, it depends where's the bias, where do the scales tip? If it's more for fun and having a laugh and doing a bit of video for your social media, go for the GX Pro. If you're more serious about your social media, or if you're using it, you know, to create corporate videos or anything like that, wedding videos and so on and so forth, then go for the other one, for the GX Pro. Half the stock nearly of the GPS gone there. That could sell out tonight. Now look, I'm going to say it because I can't believe we're in a world where I say now more than anything else, please check out your basket. It's like, you wouldn't go into a shop and you wouldn't go to Sainsbury's and fill up a shopping basket and walk out the door, would you? No, of course, or you wouldn't just leave it in the basket and then go out and then leave the shop. If you don't want it, that's fine, let it go by all means. But if you do want it, we're asking you to check out. And I'm not, again, this is not for any other reason, except that if you don't, you're going to miss out. You know, and I don't quite, I mean, I know sometimes I put things in my basket to remind me to buy them, and maybe you'll buy them later. Maybe you're doing research on it and you're going to buy later today, and that's perfectly fine. I don't want to be pushy. I understand that. But if you're not going to order at least by lunchtime later today, you could miss this thing, honestly. Please check out. Just do it. Just pay for it. Check it out. It'll be out on Monday, and your extra batteries or whatever, and they're down there. There you go. Look, 40 quid for your extra GPS Pro. If you're getting the GPS version for one, that's for one. If you want 2, you save 20 quid, and you get them for £60. Item number 003472. I can't check out. Oh, blimey! It's. Do you know what? It's like I feel like a broken record. But there we go. What we're going to do, well, I'll tell you what, we'll stop talking drones for a minute. And again, if you've got questions you want to ask, just the last thing I'll say, before you buy, instead of sitting there and suffering in silence, we're live, we're here. I'm actually here now. Look, ow! See, I pinched myself and it hurt. I'm not dreaming. This is not a fantasy. This is not a simulation. This might not be a simulation. We're actually here. So email us, come on. It is a simulation. And I don't know what went wrong, but anyway, please ask the question, we will answer, and then you will buy. I don't know why I did that in that accent, but...
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you something brand new. While you're all checking out those baskets, and thank you so much. What a show. This show is incredible. We have got a product that has taken the internet by storm. For Handy Solutions, one of the biggest selling products we've ever done. Now, if you get hot right now. The sun's coming. Next week
always
is meant
hot,
to be
darling.
so hot. So when it gets hot, maybe it's the pets that are getting warm. Maybe it's when you exercise. This is something that's going to keep you cool. In fact, this is a magic towel that will reduce your temperature by 10 degrees in less than 20 seconds. Now, let me explain it. Let me tell you what it is.
It's not real magic, by the way.
It's
Is it?
technology.
Yeah.
This is a hollow fibre technology. Now, let me show you, let me explain. This is going to cool you down day in, day out, and keep you cool for hours on end. Let me show you. Now, I've got a bowl of water here, and we've let that sit in our studio to get the room temperature that we are under these lights. Now, let me have a look. We are at 34.7 degrees right now. Now, all you do is to charge up these towels. You put them in the water, and you then squeeze them out. Now, you can get this done before you go on a walk. You can have this ready for a week. They come in a pouch, so you can have these sitting there. This is like the battery that it doesn't need. This is the way that you set up the cooling power. Now, the hollow technology inside here works instantly. 34.5 degrees, and all you do is go 1, 2, 3, wave it in the air, and it starts to cool. Now, 34.4 degrees is where we were a second ago. Literally, in less than 10 seconds, 23.3 degrees. Now, these are keeping you cool all the time. Now, this will stay keeping you cool for 2 hours, 3 hours. Really? And all you do is energize it by putting it in water and rinsing it. It can be cold water, hot water, it doesn't matter. On your walk, using it water from a water bottle, it doesn't matter. Walking the dog, out with the pets, keeping the pets cool when it's boiling hot, taking them on holiday, or just, you know, maybe your lady at that time of your life where you get those hot flushes. This is going to keep you cool. Now, remember, we've only had that out of the room temperature water for maybe 30, 40 seconds. And that 34.4 degrees is now 19.2.
Wow.
Now, this looks like magic. It's not magic. It is the hollow fibre technology keeping you cool for hours on end. And there are 3 inside here. So you can charge these up just by putting in the water, rinsing them out, and they come with a little pouch, and you can put that in your backpack. You can put that in your pocket. Take it with you everywhere you go. Leave
But
it
at
a
night,
week.
if you can't stay cool, stick it on your forehead.
All you do is
cold
pull,
compress.
Wave,
Now, we
and
have
they cool down.
We
Well,
came
try
up.
it.
Try
it.
It's freezing cold. We had. I demonstrated this for the first time last week, or I think it was, and we came up with what was it, Paul, that we said? So we have there's a little chant you have to do.
Go on, tell me.
So once you've done it, it's tuggy tuggy waft waft.
Tuggy tuggy waft
So
waft.
the whole nation we're going tuggy tuggy waft waft.
Now, let me just quickly explain. The room temperature that we've got right now is the temperature of the water, because that is what we recorded at the beginning here. We put the water in the studio, 32.2 degrees. But right now, and we've only had this out for maybe a minute, 2 minutes, this...
Put them on your
No
pillow
way.
to keep
You're
your
not going
head
to
cool.
believe it.
16
16.9.
That's literally dropped in half.
It is literally keeping you cool. 10 degrees it drops in about 20 seconds, and it will keep on going, keeping you cool for up to 3 hours.
If you set your aircon in your car to cool you, you'd usually have it about 18, 19. That's cooler than the aircon.
This is lovely. I can tell you, the lights here are so warm and hot in the studio, but this is keeping me cool.
What are the,
then you get
no air
3.
conditioning.
So look, let me show you. You're going to get all 3 inside this set, the 3 different colours, and they come in a little pouch with a carabiner, so you can clip them onto the back of your rucksack.
Oh, if you've got a temperature,
everywhere you go, and it will keep you cool. We've used these genuinely in my family. You talk about that, the fever. One of our little girls, Poppy, it was about a year ago, and she got a fever. We don't exactly know what it was, but she was getting a bit warm, a bit hot. She was uncomfortable. She couldn't sleep. On your forehead, on the pets when you're out walking.
If you have a migraine.
This could be absolutely over. On the wrist, keeping you cool when everywhere around you is hot. We take them on holiday, use them everywhere.
Use your wrist a lot, and
we call them magic towels, Rob, but this is proper. This is hollow fibre technology, allowing you to keep cool. It's the magic of science. Right now, let's show you. 31.3 degrees is the water, and I'm going to put it back into that water.
Yeah, leave it in there
so
for it to soak.
This is now at the room temperature. All you do is you take out the water and you squeeze it. So literally, you're taking out as much of the water as you can. That's your energy. That's like your battery. That's charging up, getting the hollow fibres with the liquid inside.
Here we go, everybody.
Now, what was it? What was it?
Tuggy tuggy waft waft.
Tuggy tuggy waft waft. Now, that was a 34 degrees temperature, and now within seconds, we're talking about 7 or 8 seconds. already at 22.5.
Right.
22.5 in a 34-degree
I say
room.
that's rather clever.
Tuggy waft. I'm going to use that again.
Tuggy
and it's
waft.
still getting cooler. It cools down as the time goes by. 10 degrees in 10 seconds. No way. 18.
Oh my gosh.
Degrees. Keeping you cool, keeping you refreshed. These are honestly incredible, and you're getting 3 inside this set. 3, maybe 1 for you, 2 for the kids, maybe 1 for you, 1 that's used with the pet, and 1 for Gran or Grandad.
Maybe
split them as gifts or presents.
Richard, maybe you can't afford a fan.
Yeah.
Maybe, look, people are on budgets. Maybe you can't get a fan in your room or wherever, or maybe you certainly can't walk around, you know, outside with a fan. You could have this, literally, you could have this on the go. You could be at the beach, you could be at the seaside, you could be at, I suppose that is, what's it gone down to now? Anyway,
17.1.
bottled water even you could use. It doesn't matter.
And you know what? Seawater. I know this because we took them on holiday. We went to Turkey at the beginning of this month, beginning of last month, and we took them with us as the family. And so when it's boiling hot, it was 40 degrees in the sea. Give it a squeeze.
Tuggy waft.
Tuggy waft. 10 degrees cooler. 10 degrees cooler in 10 seconds. 20 degrees cooler in 20, 30 seconds. And it keeps you cool for up to 3 hours.
See, I used to do the whole, you know, when I was a kid or a young adult and it was too hot in the summer, you know, when we get the whole of the British summer, those 2 or 3 days when it's actually hot. And I'd put a wet flannel in the fridge.
16.5.
So it's literally half.
It's amazing. They're honestly amazing.
It's amazing. Phoenix Pete's just emailed in. He's bought these. Ooh. He works outdoors. And he says he's brilliant. He's been building decking all week, and he's been wearing one around his neck.
If you work outdoors, you work out. You use these when you go for walks. Maybe you are that time of life where you get quite hot, you get quite flustered, you get quite sticky. These are going to keep you cool.
Dogs, horses.
Incredible. Look, I've never mentioned him on air. My little chihuahua, Eric, he put one of these on the bottom of his pet bed, and it keeps him cool, and he loves to go and sit there and go there when it's nice and hot.
They are superb. And remember, you will get 3 of these. They're a £5 each, basically. You get the blue, the green, and the pink, red. Pink, red, whatever you want to call it. In the pouch with the carabiner. I've got to get some of these. They're just, have them in your purse, have them in your bag, have them in your briefcase. You just never know. You might be getting on the tube, and it's, I mean, as I did tonight, the Piccadilly line, do you know they can't air condition the original tube because the tubes are too tight, because they were built, you know, in days when they didn't have air conditioning. But you can literally pour some bottled water over this, tuggy waft, and you can cool yourself down. Right, we're going to go back to the drone. Keep your emails coming. So Mike is asking about the GPS drone. The GPS drone could sell out tonight. How far will the GPS live stream to his phone?
We restrict the GPS to 120 metres in every direction. 120 metres from the right to the left and in the air. That is in order to comply with the new Class Drone Zero toy category, and meaning that you don't need a licence or registration.
If it went further or higher, you'd have to have the licence.
So 120 metres, and the video coming back to your phone to record in your phone will last that full 120 metres.
Yes.
So the other question I think you asked about...
So this is a really good area I want to get into, and I forgot to ask. You're probably thinking these are toys, they're never going to handle weather. Well, let's talk about wind. Let's talk about rain. I mean, 25-mile-an-hour winds, any trouble?
25-mile-an-hour winds I wouldn't recommend, only because 25 miles an hour at your level, when you get that 120 metres higher, 120 metres to the side where you can't feel it, normally aren't going to be 25 miles an hour, they're going to be 35, they're going to be 40. And you don't want to fly in that sort of wind speed. 10 to 15 miles an hour, 100%. Get it out, fly it, the drone's going to cope with it. And if you go a bit higher and it goes from 15 to 20, but you couldn't feel it because it's 20 metres above you, it's still going to be okay. I wouldn't recommend 25 miles an hour at your height,
at ground level,
because when you get 20 metres, 30 metres, it's probably about 40.
What about if you're out shooting whatever you're shooting? And suddenly the heavens open. Well, video. No, what I know, but I mean, you know, a scene from your latest short film, and the heavens open, and it absolutely urinates it down. Then what?
we have designed these drones to work in rain. Now,
They're weatherproof?
We don't recommend you carry on flying it in a big rainy storm.
Right.
But if they get wet, all the components inside them are basically in a way that they're sealed. It doesn't matter if it gets a bit damp, it gets a bit wet.
And if it's
flying
spitting,
out in the
you
rain,
can carry on using it.
yeah, if it's spitting, if it's a little bit of rain, you can carry on flying. If it's a torrential rain, no, bring it in.
Well, I mean, mainly the torrential rain could impede the performance.
Yeah, because it's going to push the drone down. So.
Amazing. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, $259.99, and not even that's just. But by the way, that's not just the GPS. That's the regular GX Pro as well. Also, weatherproof. Yeah. The GX Pro as well, also weatherproof.
Yeah, both of them. They both use the same internal components. We've protected them all. So they're designed, look, we're not going to say this is designed to use underwater. We're not going to say this is designed to use in a torrential rainstorm.
No.
But if you get it wet, you're not putting it away thinking, oh no, am I going to have to dry it out? Do you remember that when we had the old mobile phones until the latest models?
I do,
If you got them a bit wet, you were like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Put them on a radio. Do not have to do that with a drone.
Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, I refused. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Have I got to say it? Have I really got to say it? Please check out. Now. Come on then. I'm waiting. I mean, serious, but now, in all honesty, the GPS, what we over half the stock. If you want to get the GPS, we only had very low numbers. That's actually close to selling out. If you don't now, how many are left on the GPS? So if everyone, okay, so not many left at all. If everyone checks out, we've only got about 30 left. I would say, given that a lot of people they watch this on YouTube at ShopOnTV live the next day. Or some people record the show, so we often get at least a third as many people, sometimes half as many people buying the next or later in the day. You might miss out. You really could. It's a real. Now that GPS is supposed to be around for a long time, for at least a couple of more months. But the runaway success tonight is the GX Pro. We never bring in as many of the GPS because it's more specialised. The GX Pro. Richard brings as many as he possibly can, you know, and if they're not on the show and available, they're not in the country yet. They're still being manufactured and shipped. So you've just got to check out if you want to get the GX Pro. What's that? Approaching 3/4 of the stock gone now. 3/4. I mean, well, I can't see the clock. I can only see half the clock. What time is it now? Is it really 23 minutes past 2? It's flown by tonight. Please, for the love of God, will you check out? Otherwise, don't put it in your basket. I didn't get into this game so I had to sit on telly saying check out. So please, help an old man out. There's a rush going on the GP. No, seriously, if you want to get it, we're 3/4 of the stock gone on the GPS, 3/4 of the stock, and on the regular. I thought 3/4 was on the regular GX Pro. Oh, that was the 3/4 is the GPS. A half getting on for 2/3 of the original of the GX Pro. Yes. Mixing up my drones.
Don't worry. Now,
Richard, help me
tell you
take
about
over.
the GPS. So many of you put them in the basket, you want to see the app. Now, we've got a problem with the GPS. We can't fly outside to show you the GPS and satellites because we are 3 floors up to the ground in Covent Garden with the I think it's the Piccadilly line that runs right next to us right now.
Yes,
so
indeed.
we can't fly it outside while we're using it in the studio to show you the app. But we're going to show you the app so you can see the difference and what happens. So number one, here's the biggest difference when it comes to the app. You've got so many more features with your GPS drone. But remember, even as a beginner, you can fly it without the GPS and then move the two technologies to the GPS. Now let's enter here, and I'm going to show you firstly all the features that you get. Now there are tons more we're talking about here, the VRs, the everything. But in the middle, you'll see one that looks like a target, surround. That's the one where the drone will lift up, the lens comes to face you and do a full 360 around you, around the church spire, around the edge of the cliff. You get the perfect 3D footage that you can film from your GPS drone. But the real magic magic is this button here, because what it does is it uses the GPS satellites to tell you exactly where you are. Now, please don't come knocking on our door. I'm showing you exactly where the studio is on our little studios here in Covent Garden. And just so you know this is Covent Garden, if I just slide up here, you'll see we're right next to the River Thames.
Yeah,
but let's bring it back. Now, what I want to show you is that you've got a button that you can press to overlay Google Earth. Now, that means this is exactly where our studio is, and I can fly over to there, over to the garage over here, over the trees over here, and then bring myself back, and then want to land back here. Now, you
Richard,
can pick those points.
License-wise, could you actually do that in London?
Now, in central London, there are some restrictions, so it will count as a crowded place. So under this, when we're right in the centre of where we are, like
Then,
Soho,
fair enough,
too many people around.
Fair enough,
Outside, where you live and where your fields are,
in the burbs,
you can do it.
Okay, thanks.
Now, press go. It will lift up to 1 to 2. You slide to say it's a safe area. From 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, and then it will land exactly, not close to you, not near you, exactly 2 metres in front of your feet, filming as you fly.
How do you set the height? How do you tell it how high to go?
You literally take the drone to the height and you would press a lock button. So you would go up to height. You can set it to 10 metres, 20 metres, 30 metres.
Right.
You
So
can
you can
program
set-
that in. Yep.
you can program the height
in.
changing.
You've got the 50 times zoom. So if you're flying far away, you can still have a close-up shot on it. And that is how you bring this app in there. So this is your GPS. That is with your 1080p camera. Now, you've got, with here, normal motors in this one. We've got another drone, if you go on our website, called the Ultimate Pro GPS Plus, and the Plus part means it's got brushless motors. So this is a normal motor GPS drone, and we've also got another brushless GPS drone on the website.
Is that in stock? I don't even know if it is it?
There's a few left. A few left
handful.
if you're quick.
Yeah. So that was the ultimate, just GPS. Yeah, exactly. So look, it's make your mind up time, as Sully used to say on Blind Date, if you remember that. £259.99, normally £410. You're getting so much extra packed into this drone. Both of the drones that we have tonight they give you so many features for the money that you're paying, but the GPS, again, just upgrades you to a full HD 1080p, 1920 by 1080p resolution. And so it's honestly a really decent camera on that. And also you get the GPS as well. But also they still have all the same features. They're very difficult to smash and bash. I mean, you can really punish these things, whereas drones in the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900 plus category, the one out of the drone I'm looking for actually has edge detection, because you want to stay away from it. It's literally alarms that say, no, don't go too close, because if you do, you suddenly find your £4,000 investments lying on the ground in pieces. These will take a lot of punishment, and they will give you hours of fun without the worry, because that's the thing. If you're buying these for enjoyment, for leisure, for pleasure, the last thing you want when you're trying to get some pleasure is, be careful how I say this, is you don't want to break anything, right? Exactly. Richard?
Storage solution for you. Now, let me tell you, this is the biggest selling handy solution product we have anywhere, on the internet, wherever, because you want to tidy, organize and declutter your home. Now, number one, this is a storage solution. Now, it's fully lightweight, but what makes this special is it's also exceedingly strong. Now, inside you've got a 4mm steel frame that gives you all the strength, all the support, taking 14 kilograms of weight, and you can stand them up to 4 high. Now, let's talk about the material here. We're talking about an Oxford grade fabric that is waterproof, dustproof and breathable. So whatever you put inside here, this could be your winter coats in the summer, your summer dresses in the winter, whatever you put in and seal inside your storage box, this gives you the ability to take it out 6 months later, 7 months later, smelling and looking as good as it looks. Now, you've got a zipper at the top that gives you your normal entry from the top, but what makes them special is you've also got a zipper at the front. So now you can get access to something that's at the bottom of a stack of 4, take it out, put it back in, and use these to store whatever it is around your home whenever you want to. But what makes this incredible, what makes these special, is when you're not storing all your stuff inside them, all you do is lift and lift, they fold away completely flat. So when you're not storing the stuff inside them, you're not having to store your storage solution. Just like the big plastic boxes that end up cracking and breaking, when you're not using them, you have to find somewhere to put them, not with your handy solution storage boxes.
Richard?
They fold flat and ready to go.
Can I ask a quick question?
Anything you like.
It's an obvious question. What's the difference between that one and the 100 litre?
The 100 litre is a
Yeah.
bit bigger. So
Ah.
this is the 66 litre. You've got a 100
around
litre as well.
34 more
And
litres,
we
isn't it?
now also have a size for under the bed. The biggest selling size that allows you to hide it away under the sofa, under your bed. Look, the under the bed is the biggest storage space in your home. And what's it full of? Cobwebs,
Yeah,
dust,
yeah.
the sock you can never find. Now you
Yes.
can store inside it.
Dead
now
bodies.
remember, this allows you to stack 4 up high, up to 14 kilograms of weight each with that 4mm steel frame. You've got the zipper at the top that allows you the access from the top. You've got the zipper at the front. So now when they're stacked up, and I'm going to show you this in a second, you can get what you need, take it out without taking the stack down. Maybe you're using them for camping. Maybe you're using them around your home. Anywhere to stack, store, and when you're not using them, just fold them away flat, ready to use when you want them, hide it away when you're not using them. And look, I want to show you how much you're going to fit inside one of these storage boxes. So look, here's one that I use in my home. Always ready for when someone comes round. Someone comes round and I need that spare bedroom ready. The bedding set. This is your 66 litre. Pillow number 1. Pillow number 2.
So 100 litres almost
And the
double that,
biggest
isn't it?
Super
Yeah.
King duvet
Oh
that you've
my
ever
Lord.
seen. They're going to tell me off for getting this on me microphone in a minute. This all fits inside a 66 litre storage box that you can store and stack wherever you like. Maybe you're someone that doesn't like using the hotel bedding. You could use this in the back of the car. Kids putting their toys inside it. Anything you like. All fitting inside, and when you're not using it, folds away. Waterproof, dustproof, and breathable. So whatever you put into the mustiest loft, putting it into the garage, it will come out
Caravan.
6-7 months later smelling as good as it looks. But what I want to show you, let's just come around the front quickly, how the stacking works. Now, because these allow you to stack up to 4 high, 14 kilograms of weight, I'm using them here for food in the house, pet stuff, toys. But you don't need to take off number 1 and number 2. This is a storage solution that's also a shelving solution. So just take out what you want from your stack and you are ready to go. Now you also have the handles, so you can take these with you camping. Anywhere you need to take them, you can take up to 14 kilograms of weight, stacked up to 4 high in a storage box that folds away flat when you're not using it. So whether you're storing the bedding, food, toys, clothing, it doesn't matter because you've got a storage solution that's there when you want it, tied it away when you don't, and has the 4mm steel frame inside it to give you the strength, and by the way, an MDF base. So these really do stack up high, protect all your clothes with access top and front.
Oh, is that me? Sorry. Could you, Leslie, excuse me 1 second. First of all,
Yeah.
to say, I'm trying to visualise in my head that 66 litres, so the 100 litre is almost double that actually. They're
It is.
really quite.
It's a half bigger again.
Yeah. Now the second thing is, Leslie, producer Leslie, would you please call David on his mobile phone? And then David, will you put the phone on speaker and give it to me? Because I want you to tell everyone to check out, please. Is that okay? Would you? And then Paul's going to tell you as well. Would you make it? Because I've had enough of it. I'm sick of it. I'll be honest. You know, she's just calling now. Just hold the line, please, caller. Very exciting television about to ensue.
It's for you.
Thank you, David. Is the volume up? Leslie, speak. Oh, I suppose I should answer the call. I thought, where's the speaker? Oh yeah, audio. Okay, speak. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Leslie, will you tell everyone to check out, please?
Please, could you very kindly check out your baskets because we don't want you to miss out.
Well, I mean, what
And
sort
we
of
also want Richard to start packing them so we can ship them out to you on Monday.
what sort of danger
And
is
did you
there?
know,
Yeah.
if you're using PayPal, you can have paid for this by November if you're buying it for Christmas presents because Christmas, I'm sorry, not very far away for shoppers like me.
What else?
Check out.
Yeah. And then.
Check out.
And then.
Check out again.
Very good. Paul, what do you think? Director Paul, what do you think? But Leslie, would you mind putting the phone in front of his mouth?
I can't reach that far.
What a headset.
Okay, yeah.
Would you please kindly check out your baskets now?
Floor manager Dave, anything to add?
Check out, please.
When?
Now.
Thank you very much. I'm related to him, and even that was still a bit weird. Yeah. Richard?
This show's taken a slightly strange angle. Look, let me just tell you, we've got something that's absolutely incredible. So many of you put them in your basket, so many of you check them out, but we've got some left in stock. Now, we're not supposed to have, well, we are supposed to have a show later this month, I think on the 24th, but at the moment it's looking like we're not going to have that second show on the GX Pro, and we're going to have to give you a different drone. Why? Best-selling drone we've ever had on British TV. The biggest shows we've ever done on ITV come from the GX Pro. Let me talk you around it, tell you why it's brilliant, and why you're getting every pro feature you've always wanted. Auto takeoff, auto landing, up to £1,000 features in this drone. So let me explain this. Let me talk you around it, and let me take you round this drone and show you what it's all about. Number one, it's a full-size drone.
Clive, we'll do a full demo in a minute on all the buttons and everything.
Yeah.
Just so you know, they are on YouTube though.
They are. I'm being told that someone wants to know, what's their name?
Clive.
Clive wants to know what all the buttons do, and I'm going to show you all that in a second.
Yeah.
So number one, full-size power, full-size fun, full-size excitement. It's all inside your drone. Now let's talk about what it's about. Full size, full flexibility, bash it, smash it, knock it and hit it. There you've got your HD camera. There's no memory card here. There's no need to plug anything in. It's ready to go, and it's live streaming direct to the screen of your phone. Now just while we're here, if we can come in close, because we got asked the question what all the buttons do. Number one, oh sorry Paul, I've just had the biggest groan come through my ear. I apologise for this. He didn't know I was going to show this. So right here we've got the up and down button. That is auto takeoff, auto landing. It will take off its own and it will land on its own. Here's your on and off button for the controller. Obviously that turns it on. Then you've got this one here that looks like a compass. Now remember I said if you're flying over 100 meters away, you don't know which direction the drone is. This is called a headless mode button. It means it doesn't matter which direction it's facing. Forward will always go forward, back will always go back, left and right and left and right. Now that sounds standard, but if you have a drone normally that's facing that direction, forward is then that way. So it's always different when it's flying away from you. No, with that headless button, forward still goes forward and back still goes back and left goes left and right. So you've always got it. The function button brings up new functions on the app, so you've got all those different stuff that we're doing. On here, you've got top buttons here that will bring that gimbaled camera up and down. I'll show you that in a second. And here, if you're not using your phone, you can still take a photo and take a video without touching the screen. So it allows you to do that as well. That's all the functions on the buttons. It's all in there. You can fly this without a phone. You don't need to add your phone. You're not going to be able to record the stuff inside it, but it will allow you to do it. So you don't have to go into the app and press the taking a photo button on the controller. You can just press it on the controller. Yeah.
Which is included.
So number one, now let's look at that camera. We're talking about a camera that live streams to your phone. So as the drone moves, you see the footage. You film it, video blog it, Instagram it, YouTube it, Zoom it to your friends and family, and you can literally have this up on TikTok, on your Facebook while the drone is still hovering in the air, even before it's landed. Now this would be one angle, one shot from a normal drone at 600 quid, but we've added an electronic gimbal. So at the touch of a button, we are changing the angle of the camera without being anywhere near the drone. This could be 120 meters in the air. Now if the drone then means the kids are coming out and playing football in the park, you can film that magic shot. If it's over your friend's wedding venue, you get that magic moment and you can film it even as a beginner. You've then got, maybe at home, everyone's waving up and down at the garden party, recording for prosperity, a way of filming the people there without, you just couldn't film it any other way, but you can with the drone and you can do it. But you want to know how easy it is to fly. With this drone, out the box, 20 seconds, you can do it. Now, I think there was a question that came through about, do you need an ID, a flyer's ID? Absolutely not. Now, I know I'll get emails in saying, you're wrong, I know you're wrong, this is rubbish. Absolutely no. CAP 1789A, subsection 15, part 5 and 2, the second section in part 5, it will tell you, as confirmed to us directly by the CAA, no license, no registration, no fee needed. Even though this drone has a camera, it's built to the new Class Drone Zero Toy category, no license, no ID required, unless you're going to use this for professional use in terms of charging for the footage that you film. If you don't believe me, check CAP 1789A, subsection 14, part 5, part 2, and everyone, that's what it is. None needed, fact. Let me take you into the air, let me show you how it works.
Just before you do, I'm just thinking what other things operator ID could mean. I mean, also, I know this is probably not what he was asking.
Yeah.
But what if you buy 5 of these drones for every member of the family, and you're all flying them at the same time? Are they going to cross?
These are digital, so they will never interconnect.
Right.
You don't have that problem. Now, what the operator ID means is, on drones over 250 grams or drones that do not comply to Class Drone Zero toy category, which this does, then you need to put a registered number with a registered organisation with the CAA and stick it onto your drone and stick it onto the controller. You do not need to do that with a Class Zero toy drone. Full stop, fact, you don't need to do it, and that is all under the CAP 1789A subsection 14.5 part 2. And that's why we quote it, because that is the law, and you can go on there and you can confirm exactly what we're saying.
And the CAA have confirmed that directly.
100% in writing to us directly.
Yes, yes.
Now, you can now fly this drone out the box in 20 seconds, not needing to control the sticks, not needing to stabilise it. One finger, one button, boom, you've just learned to fly. That is out the box in 20 seconds, hovering like it's sitting on a piece of string. So no hands on the controller. You're a beginner, you've never flown before. One finger, you're in the air. But now, let's show you the stability. Let me prove to you something that no other shop or retailer is able to do. Out the box, this is ready to do, and that's at one finger. Altitude lock, it knows it's high. If the wind knocks it, remembers the height and auto-corrects. If the wind knocks the angle, rights itself. But it has a second camera underneath, locking the floor in shot, allowing you to fly it from the palm of your hand. So as a beginner, even if you've never flown before, you've learned to fly instantly out the box, ready to go, even as a beginner following the palm of your hand. Now, the cameras. Here in the studio, we use studio cameras that cost tens of thousands of pounds. I'm not on a £10,000 camera right now. I am on the GX Pro Cam. V-sign recognises my gesture. 3, 2, 1, boom, the memory's already in my phone. Hand up starts the video. Hand down stops the video. It recognises my gestures as it flies, and you do not need to do it. That is in a lens that normally costs tens of thousands of pounds, in drones that are tens of thousands of pounds, maybe £600 or £700 to have that lens. We built it into the GX Pro. And we're not talking about one camera, Rob. With a click of the button, we've got 2 cameras on board. So you are on that first camera being filmed by camera number 1.
2 cameras.
I am on that second camera being filmed by camera number 2. We've got a vlogging shot, top left, camera number 3. 3 shots in one from the same drone at the same time. This drone isn't good, it is incredible. Gives you that stability, that control, out the box in 20 seconds. Speed number 1 is nice and steady up the stairs, around the banisters, you're learning how to fly. Give it a click, doubles that speed. Speed number 2. Over 120 metres, indoor, outdoor, day or night. We're now an intermediate drone. We haven't had to buy a new drone. You haven't had to buy a new camera. There's no upgrade needed, no subscription needed to add. It is ready to fly. Then speed number 3 takes you to pro level. Up to 25 miles an hour, football pitch distance in 12.5 seconds. This thing is immense. This thing is incredible. And it's ready to fly instantly out the box, 20 seconds, and ready to go. But it doesn't stay a beginner or an intermediate or a pro drone for long. You want to take it to the ultimate, to the best, to the next level of flying. We built it so that you can fly from the screen of your phone. So controller off, Rob. You can now just use the screen of your phone. The wire, just remember, so I can show it to you live in the studio, this is a wireless system. The control sticks appear at the touch of my fingers. We are now flying over 120 metres away, maybe, with the control of my phone, drone and phone, or I lock onto me, and then everywhere I walk, everywhere I go, follow me wherever. This is follow me, normally over £1,000 in your GX Pro. Then it folds up, fits in your pocket, take it with you everywhere you go. The most stable, easiest to fly drone. No license needed, no registration, no ID, as long as you're using it for personal use. Built to the new Class Drone Zero toy category and confirmed by the CAA. It folds up, fits in your pocket. That's the size of your GX Pro. That's the size of your drone. Phone, drone, drone, phone. Take this with you everywhere you go. And then the price. £250, the normal price for our GX Pro. When we launched it on a previous shopping channel, we didn't sell 1 at that price, 2 at that price, 10 at that price, 1,000 at that price. Tens of thousands of our GX Pro, making it the biggest selling drone on British TV. And us, we believe now, the biggest retailer of drones in this country, full stop. Why? This drone here has everything included. Auto takeoff, auto landing, VR, all those features you never thought you could afford, like the follow me, the gesture control lens is normally £700 to £800. It's in your GX Pro. But What makes this special tonight at under 180 quid, you're not just getting the drone on its own, we're giving you an extra battery for nothing, nish, nil, zero, free. Double the flight time, double the fun, double the excitement, double the magic in your drone. And then we are also including the storage case too. So we are now giving you the protection for this drone. This is a bundle. This isn't the drone on its own. This is an entire bundle, everything put together. The drone, the controller. You've got the control sticks, you've got the foam line protection, 2 batteries included, giving you double the flight time, double the fun, double the excitement, double the magic. You get the entire set, the entire collection. This is your way to start flying, your way to start filming, to get into this great hobby, to film magic memories that last forever. Your way to be involved. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate or pro, the features are there already. Nothing to add, nothing to have to pay a subscription for. It's ready there. We are never going to charge extra for it. You download the app is free and it's ready to go. The ultimate drone, the ultimate collection, your way to put it together and have fun. When you're doing it, big smiles, and whoever it's for, whoever you're gifting it to, and maybe it's not for anyone else. You've watched this show for the last hour and 3/4 and decided it's for you. No one else, just for you. You can get it, enjoy it, and you can fly it. That's what gives me the biggest smiles. That's what makes me the most happy. I love reading every review that comes in because all they say is, I got it. And I was able to use it. I was able to fly it. The first drone I bought and able to fly, filming memories that I'm going to keep forever. The ultimate drone, the ultimate set, the ultimate collection. One of the biggest started late night shows where we start a little bit late. Sometimes we start at 12. Tonight we start at 12:50 coming onto air. One of the biggest shows for a show that started that late that I believe we have done with drones. Thank you. We will get to work on Monday morning, packing, sending them to you so that you have them before next weekend. As the weather gets incredible, you will have it there to film, have fun, film the friends and family with the ultimate, our best, the best-selling drone on British TV, and the biggest bundle we brought it to air, matching the best price we have ever sold it at, your incredible, exclusive, nowhere else GX Pro.
Do you know what? If this is good enough for Ethan Hunt, because we followed Mission Impossible, didn't we? So it's number 2. That was a good one. I love all the Mission Impossible films. Was that the one with John Voight in it? That was the first one. Oh yeah, I worked with John Voight. John Woo did the second one. Yeah, but anyway, no, I digress. It's just the sort of thing that he might use to get aerial surveillance. Well, now you can surveil in the sky yourself. And remember, you do get the whole bundle. And for any movie buffs out there, Paul being one of them, you could say that it's bundle fly. But bundle fly. See what I did there? Anyone know what I'm talking about? We're talking about the movie The Fly. His name was Brundle, so it's Brundlefly. Oh, now, ladies and sorry, what was that? Oh my gosh! It's all done in the best possible taste. We are limited on the GPS. It is less than 10% of the stock remaining. It is teetering on the precipice of selling out. I told you. See, I know these things, right? I'll get told. I've got a producer, I've got a director, and they're always, oh, we've got the Klingon again. It was on last night, wasn't it? Now, for some reason, I don't know why, that's supposed to say limited stock, but actually it says, which, if you translate, does mean limited stock. It's limited. Limited stock, less than 10%. It's, again, about to sell out. If you want it, you got to buy it now. Because if you don't, you won't get it. Simple as that. And Will would like to know, hello Will, how are you? Does the GPS have all of the beginner options as well?
Honestly incredible is it has 2 technologies in one. So when you first use it, you're using it indoors, no satellites involved. It works with the same beginner's functions. The second camera underneath, locking the floor in shot, giving you that stability. It's called optical flow. So you get both technologies, the optical flow, the camera for beginners, and then when you're ready, when you get to the pro level, take it outside, press the GPS button, the satellites beam in, and then you've got a full GPS drone. So yeah, for one of the very first drones out there, with the first time ever that we know of, 2 technologies in the same drone. Great question, because that's what makes this GPS at that price unbelievable. We reckon you would have to pay 3 times more for 3 times less functions if you went on the high street. We have literally crammed everything in, including our 1080p camera. So you get the highest resolution, that full HD and the satellite integration, but still designed so as a beginner, without the satellites, you can fly under optical flow indoors as a beginner to learn how to get to that stage.
And look, either do that before, go check your catalogues, and well, we don't really have catalogues anymore, do we? Please check Amazon, check all the other drone makers, check all the features. You know, we know what the other ones have got, you know. So if you want, what was that? Somebody just said they spent, Clive. He said he spent £1,200. He said it's a fantastic drone and it's really, really much better than what you can buy equivalent. For the equivalent features, you'd probably be looking at £800 to £1,200. He saw £1,200. For the price here, whether it's the GPS or if it's the regular GX Pro at 169, is it 69 or 79? 179.99. You just won't get those features in any other drone that we're aware of. So look, it's up to you, because you might say, well, I want a drone. It's for a bit of fun. I might not use it a lot, although trust me, when you actually own one of these, you'll find that you've any excuse to get out of the house to use it. And so maybe you think, I'll just buy a cheap one. I'll just buy a cheap starter drone. Well, that price is the price of a cheap starter drone. Now, yeah, you could probably get one for 50, 60, 70, 80 quid. They're not going to do much, and they're going to be toys, essentially. This is a proper drone. This is, you know, it's got cameras. It's the real deal, and you're getting really £400, £500, £600, £700 worth of features in this beginner price. So if you're just doing it for a laugh, you might as well get all the extra gubbins as well, right? If you are thinking about learning to then be a little bit more serious and sort of upgrade, then you can get the GPS as well, because you'll do all your learning. You've got all the learning functions and all the basic novice features in the GPS, but then you've got all those prosumer features as well. So it really just is a question of what are you going to use it for. If it's just for having a bit of fun and for the kids and for the family to enjoy, and take a few pictures and a few videos from up in the sky, this one. If you're really, you know, someone who considers themselves an influencer, or if you're really serious on your social, or if you do wedding videos, if you want to pay for, you know, that 11 quid or whatever it is for a license to use it commercially, then, and to monetize the footage, you can. It's entirely up to you. That's why we give you both options. But the GPS is about to sell out, so you've got to sell out. Sorry, you've got to be quick to check out. You've got to check out. What do you say when someone's in jeopardy in a chess game? When the king is in check, that's right. What's the opposite of in? Out. Right, so put those two together and do that, thank you. But please do so safely. Oh, I see what Paul did there. Don't fly near airports or airfields. Remember to stay below 400 feet. That's 120 metres. Well, actually, you can't. These are limited to that, so you have no choice. Observe your drone at all times. Never fly near aircraft. And enjoy responsibly. Richard, I can give you 2 minutes to summarise.
Thank you. Why has this drone become the biggest selling drone on British TV? Why? Because you can fly it instantly out the box. Whoever you are, whatever skill you are, over 14 years old, you can fly it. Why has it got the best value? Why is everyone wanting to put it in their basket, buy it and enjoy it? Because we've thrown every feature under the sun into our GX Pro, exclusive here to ShopOnTV through ITV and STV. You're the only people that can get it, watch it, see it and fly it. I'll talk you around it quickly. We're talking about a full-size drone. Full-size drone with a live streaming HD camera direct from the screen to your phone. No in-app purchases, nothing to buy, and what the drone sees live, you see live. Facebook it, video, blog it, Instagram it, make movies, you can do it. But you want to know about the lens. By pressing the button, you can change the angle of shot because we've got an electronic gimbal in there. That means that you can now film from above, filming the kids playing football in the park while it's hovering over 120 metres in the air, catching the birds flying out the trees. But how easy is it to fly? One finger, one button. That's it. You touch the screen on the controller, you press one button, you are now a pro. In the air, ready to go, hovering as if it's sitting just like on it's a piece of string. But how stable is it? If you knock it in the wind, auto corrects. If you knock the angle, auto angles and allows you to track the palm of your hand. This thing is incredible. How easy is it to fly? I tell you what, let's look at the camera first. Let's look at that camera, live streaming. It is now filming me. V-sign takes a photo. 3, 2, 1, boom. Hand up starts the video, hand down stops the video. Not with one camera. Let's rush through all these features because we've got hardly any time left. We've got 2 cameras on board, so Rob, you're on camera number 1. I'm now on camera number 2. Then with this drone, let's show you how easy it is to fly because you're a beginner. Speed number 1, nice and steady up the stairs, you're learning how to fly. Speed number 2, doubles that speed. We're now an intermediate drone. You haven't had to buy a new drone, you haven't had to worry about upgrading it because it's already in the same drone you learned out the box in 20 seconds. Rob, speed number 3, pro level flying, up to 25 miles an hour, no license needed, no registration or fee. It's under 250 grams and complies to the new Class Drone Zero toy category. Then, controller off. You can now fly from the screen of your mobile phone. So we're now flying, your fingers touch the screen, we are now flying from the screen of our phone. No in-app purchases, nothing to buy. It now locks onto me, and everywhere I walk, everywhere I go, I could be skiing, walking the dog. Now it follows me over 1,000 quid, folds up, fits in your pocket, take it with you everywhere you go. The most stable, easiest to fund drone to fly. No license needed, no registration or fee. To give you an idea of its size, that's the size of your GX Pro, that's the size of my phone. Phone, drone, drone, phone. But tonight, the price. Why have you put it in your basket? Why have you checked it out? Why are you waiting for it to arrive desperately? I want it here for next weekend. Why? Because the price is incredible. Normally 250 quid. Tonight at under. That's with a drone on its own. At under 180 quid. We're going to give you the extra battery. If you're quick, you'll get double the flight time, double the fun. If you're quick, you'll also get the storage case included. Because if you're quick, you will get this bundle at under 180 quid for everything. The most stable, easiest to fly drone we've created with every pro feature you've always wanted, and then all those features you never thought you could afford. Auto takeoff, auto landing, the VR capability so you can watch back in 3D if you've got those 3D goggles, those Google Cardboard glasses. Then you've got those features, follow me, normally over 1,000 quid in there. You've got the gesture control lens recognizing your face and features. This drone has all the pro features, everything you've always wanted, so that you can film next weekend out there with your friends, with your family, making memories. So you can fly without the drone hitting the ceiling, hitting the floor, going all over the place, nice and steady. Oh my word, you are all checking it out. Thank you so much. One of the biggest shows that we've done for a start time like this. Your chance, your time, ready to go. Big smile, big fun, what a gift, what a present. The incredible, the amazing, the anyone can do it out the box in 20 seconds with a video from me to teach you how to get you there. GX Pro.
Amazing. Very well done. As I always say, I never know where he gets the energy. Now, I met a young lady the other day and we were having a quick chat. And I asked where she was from, and she said, I'm from Prague. And I said, oh, you're Czech? And she said, yes, I'm Czech. Czech? She said, I asked again. She said, yes, Czech. I said, oh, when did you get here? She said, well, I flew out this morning. I said, you came out this morning? Yes, I came out this morning. I flew out on the red eye. What? Don't look at me in that tone of voice. So I was like, so Czech, who came out, check out, check out, check out, check out, eins, zwei. Come on now. You know, you need to check out, seriously, especially on the GPS, otherwise you're going to miss out, I'm afraid. It won't be check out, it'll be miss out. And also, by the way, we have, in the last 5 minutes, implemented a new policy where we are going to start charging for digital storage. So the longer you keep things in your basket, we'll send you a bill. No, I'm just kidding. We won't do that. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a really enjoyable show. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. Here's our entire drone selection. If you go and just do a search for RDM, then you will find, or drone indeed. And but if you go to latest show products, it'll take you through to the drones that specifically were featured tonight. We've got loads of other great stuff, and then we've got the magic lights, which are incredible. We got fans, we got magic markers, we got storage boxes. It's a right old medley. And these, look, this is just phenomenal. It's like Spider-Man, but with light. Richard, thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate it. Come and have a seat. It's so good to see you.
Thank you so much, Rob.
I think the message tonight is check out. Check out wherever you are. Thank you again, Richard.
Honestly, my pleasure.
I'll see you tomorrow night. Have a wonderful rest of your day.